Do you not change the quote every week?
It took him 6 months to change it to this one, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you all next week. Bye. Only kidding, only kidding. No, I change it every time I'm doing something different, but like if I'm doing Krieg, I'll do it to Krieg. If I change it to Orks, I'll change it to Orks. Yeah. But I'm not doing Krieg today, as you can tell.
Yeah, okay. What Warhammer's that you're doing there on Warhammer Sunday, Foxx?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute, Warhammer Companion. On Warhammer Sunday. Hey, everyone!
There's me clearing my bench of everything so that I had Warhammer on it. Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to Warhammer Sunday. Hello. Hello, everyone. Yes, hello, everyone. Welcome to Warhammer Sunday, that time of the week when we do... Anyway. So, yes, welcome. As you can see, yes, I'm not doing Warhammer this week. I've got a backlog of part works to do, so I'm cracking through them today.
Welcome to Warhammer Sunday, when Foxx reneges on his dedication to Warhammer.
Absolutely.
Because he sucks at life and is just generally behind on work.
Yeah, he's useless.
Anyway, thanks for watching. See you all next week. And titles. Yes, welcome one and all. Yes, I've got to work through my backlog of part works, and time is limited, so I'm doing it now, basically. But yes, welcome. Shut up, you. I'm the one with the tiny violin. Hang on, I forgot to get something important.
Oh, God, it's brilliant. We're going to mess with him today, so aren't we?
You best mess with me anyway.
Especially if he puts his little fuzzy glove on.
Oh, yeah, he's magician's glove, yeah.
I'm not wearing magician's gloves.
Bottle glove, glass bottle. Yeah.
There you go.
He's pulled out his little small violin.
I've got my tiny violin, just in case. Tiny violin, just in case it's needed. Yes, welcome one and all to Warhammer Sunday. Yes, welcome. That time of the week when we crack on with some work of some sort. And we hang out with you guys in the chat for a couple of 3 hours or so, just to have some fun. Before we get going, as always, let me do all the usual boring shout-outs and stuff. Let me move my microphone so it's actually pointing at me. Yes, quick shout-outs for all the people that make this channel and this content possible. First of all, my corporate supporters, emodels.co.uk and goblingaming.co.uk, your one-stop shops for all your tabletop and model making needs. Links in the description below the video. Make sure to use those specific links. Don't just go to their websites, because those are affiliate links and it tells them I sent you, and I earn some scratch from those links. So make sure to use those links. And of course, to my patrons and channel members who support me directly each month, literally pay my wages, put food on my table, make it possible for me to do this for my living, and therefore I can spend most of my day looking after Mama Fox and then other time doing this. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. So big thank you to them. If you'd like to support this channel, if you'd like to be one of the cool kids that helps this channel exist, you can go to patreon.com/modelmakingguru. There's an address down in the bottom of the screen somewhere. Or you can to become a patron, or you can click on the join button underneath any one of my videos and become a channel member. You'll get access to cool free stuff and access to the live 24/7 offline Zoom hangout and associated Facebook chat, which is a cool place to hang out, and you should do that. And don't forget, of course, you can also support my good friend over here, Colin, who also has a patron and a channel, and I've fallen out straight away. Look at that. Wow, hang on. Oh, this is going to go brilliantly. I can see that. 1 second, people. There we go. There we go. It's because I was pimping Colin. It couldn't believe I had to pimp Colin again. So because he.
Oh, again,
yeah. So yes. So if you want to help support Colin's channel as well, go to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or click join underneath any of his video content.
Call him Pesters.
He was. Yeah.
No, I don't know what I was about. Festa67's work. I don't know what I was about to say.
Yeah, so
I think I was thinking press the button. Yeah, so or press the button under his videos and you can become a channel member or a patron of his, and you also get access to the same 24/7. So there you go. So I think I just exploded. I hope that was Simon. But as always, I'm not by myself today, as you can tell. Joining me as ever is my very good friend Colin from Festa67's workshop.
Hello, gang. How you doing, folks?
And my very good buddy Si from over there. Hey, Si.
From Cyville. Hi.
Hi. Who of course is your chat squig for the day, who will be keeping an eye on you guys in chat, keeping you all in line, hopefully reading stuff out for us, because we I'm rubbish at it.
Because we're
Like and
useless.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe. So yeah, so today I'm going to be cracking on with my Dodge Charger part work because I need to get it done. And this is one of the few bits of time I've got, so I'll be doing this. Colin, hello, how are you? What have you been doing?
Hello,
what have you been up
geez.
to? I'm putting you full screen. Tell me all the things.
What have I been up to? Well, I've been doing a bit on this, and I
Look at that.
A bit of, it's getting there, isn't it?
Whoa.
It's a rig of Warridge.
Yeah, with Gary the Squig and all of that, and I've got
Gary.
5 other companions that are going to be joining
Gary.
Gary, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of rust and shizzle on it today. If I get time, I might even start putting some of the base on. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I know what you need to add to it.
Rope bridge.
No, a number. Because if
A
the
number.
if the squig's called Gary, I need someone in chat or Cy Reynolds who sat there. Maybe can check it up. In Fallout 3, I'm not going to tell you because you might want to play it one day. But in Fallout 3, there is a vault
Right.
that has. It just relates to Gary. Let's just say that. And if Cy
Oh,
Reynolds,
right.
if you could look up the number of the vault for me,
Yeah.
Yeah, doing it.
you could maybe put it on his arm or somewhere. It just because it's Gary, you see.
Ouch.
Oh, ping,
Oh,
no pants.
108.
108.
108.
You don't have to, but if you wanted to do a cool little Fallout reference, you could put the number 108 on Gary somewhere.
Of course, you know, there may be a bit of raggy ready to go on it.
Oh, there, you could put it on there. Ooh. Is it going to be a pennant?
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of raggy coming off its backside. I've had to really rephrase that carefully then.
Very quickly, Candygram's put a $2 super chat in. No one can beat this super chat. Prove me wrong, says Candygram.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Candygram. Can anybody beat that super chat? I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
I hope you can.
And also, I've
Please
been painting a motorbike.
Oh, look at that.
So,
Yeah, that looks nice and silver now. It looked white on the webcam last night, but it looks
Yeah,
silver there now.
so-
Lovely.
yeah. So that's what I've been up to, mate.
Is that diamond coated yet, or is that still just shiny paints?
That's just had a quick coat of gloss ready for decals. And then once the decals are down, it'll have its super duper shiny 2K.
You're getting good at these motorbike things, aren't you?
Yeah, I enjoy doing them, mate. You know, it's one of them, mate. So,
What was-
yeah, that's what I've been up to.
What was the gloss you put on it?
Pledge.
Was it?
Yeah, it's
Blimey,
on
and
the
it,
website.
Excuse me.
and it came out that shiny. Blimey, Riley. I've never got it that shiny.
Because it's 2 times more shine.
2 times more shine.
Yeah, no, it's only because it's between the paint and the decals.
No, but I'm just quite impressed by the shininess of it because I can never get it that shiny.
Really?
Yeah, mine comes
You're
out
paint-
shiny-ish.
painted with a spud.
I paint it with my
I
arms.
thought Cole was about to break out into like a heavy metal scream then.
Yeah, see, look, just box standard 2 times more shine, mate.
Damn. Was that like just like a massive thick coat or thin coat and thick coat or?
Very, very thin tack coat.
Yeah.
Leave it for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then a mist coat.
Yeah.
And then a wet coat after 20 minutes.
Damn, I'm doing something wrong then because I never get it that quite shiny. Oh, maybe I'm doing too many mist coats, not enough big fat coats.
Yeah. And that's it. Yeah.
Looks gorgeous.
Cole, Panzer wants to know if you've got a pencil at the ready. And I don't know why, but I'm hoping you know. Okay, there you go, Panzer.
Adeptus says, Gary. There you are, Gary. I hate that vault. So damn creepy.
I do, Panzer. Why is that, mate?
Pencils at the ready. Write that down. Write that down in your copybook. I'm going to adjust my brightness a little
Oh,
bit.
right. Yeah.
I don't know why he's asking about a pencil. I've got no idea.
Yeah. It's an in joke.
Ah, not an out joke.
Yeah. I know exactly what you meant,
He says,
Panzer.
good lad, Colin. Tiny violin, just in case I need it.
I feel that both
Absolutely.
me and Fox may be attacked by a pencil at some point.
I don't know. Pencil attack incoming.
All keyboard words.
Wait, what? Who's been new keyboard words? What? Oh, yeah, you're allowed. You're allowed. There we go. So, who have we got in chat then, Si? Who's with us
Well,
today?
Okay, 1 second.
Also, does somebody have a phone on vibrate? I'm sure I keep hearing a weird little noise. Or is it me? Or is it me having
No, it's not my phone. It's a butt plug. No, it's my phone.
You do realise,
Okay.
Si, he will not stop whining until you acknowledge that it's your phone going.
No, I just didn't know. I didn't know if it was me or something at this end. I didn't know what it was.
I've turned it off vibrate, dear.
You can turn on vibrate. It was only quiet, but I didn't know what it was. I thought it might be a
No,
creature flying around in this room, you see.
No, it's not a creature.
Okay.
So we have Lynn Dipple.
Hey, Lynn.
Hello,
Dipple.
Lynn.
Hello,
And
Lynn.
presumably Sweetie is in chat, who is dishing out hugs to Foxx,
Hello.
Mama Foxx,
Hello,
and
Mama Foxx.
Colin. No Silo.
People forget Cy Reynolds all the time, don't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
sorry.
always forgotten. Yeah, this is a wibble. Ugh.
Hugs issued. Hugs
Then we,
issued, mate.
Then we've got Adeptus Latrina.
Hello.
Hello,
And
Adeptus
cat
Latina.
by the name of Panzer.
Hello, Panzer.
Hello, Panzer Cat.
Wendy Hickson. Good afternoon, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy
Hello,
Hickson, did
Wendy.
you say?
Big Ditch.
We have Paul Di Tomato. Good
Hey, Paul.
afternoon, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
We have Uncle Jeff, the best Jeff in the world.
Yay, the one that only Jeff. There's only one Jeff, and that's Uncle Jeff.
There
This is
is
just a
only the
tribute.
one Jeff.
Then we've got Muse, the wonderful Muse. Troublesome
Muse.
Muse.
Hello, Muse. I'm typing hello.
yeah.
I'm typing hugs to Muse in the chat with my brain.
Lynn has just asked me how the missus is doing because for those of you that weren't in the 24/7 hangout last night, like Foxx.
I went in. I said I was going to go in, and I went in.
Went
Thank
in
you.
in the night, not in the evening. But anyway,
What did I
still
say?
there.
What did I say?
I was there when he came in.
I can't comment on what you said.
I said I'll be there in the evening tonight at some point.
Well, I can't confirm that because I've had to move my phone away because it was.
Other people
irritating,
confirmed
you
it
know?
for you, I think.
You know. No,
Pretty sure.
I don't know what you mean.
Shut up.
But yeah, the wifey is doing fine, thank you, Lynn, and thankfully her gut is nowhere near as stinky as it was last night.
Oh, was she a bit poorly poopy, was she?
Mate.
Was it a bit...
Because she's gluten intolerant,
Ah.
she'd eaten gluten in the day, and she knew that her trunks were smelly, and she snuck up behind me when I was in the 24/7 just chatting away, and just dropped the stinkiest fart I think I've ever smelled.
Is that like when somebody says don't touch that, it's hot, and then the person touches it anyway? Don't eat that, it's gluten. Oh.
Essentially, yeah.
Although I have to admit, once I told someone not to eat some cheese because it had gone off and then ate it, and then I was sick. Even though it was me that said don't eat it, it's gone. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's your own fault. There is no.
I'm a man. Well, I'm a man, so it's different for me.
But I think that's everyone in chat. Oh no, we've got Phil Lewis is with us. Hi,
Hey, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
And now I will actually catch up on the chat. Yes, Panzer points out that as soon as we went live, the Foxx waffleage begins. This is correct. This is correct.
Well, you don't come here for anything else. Come on, let's be honest. What do you come here for? You come here for the Foxx waffle. Let's just not mince words, Bones.
So it's just occurred to me as well, Foxx, that you could have got away by saying that you're building this Dodge.
Yes.
It's actually going to be a battle wagon for your commandos. But it won't be orcified in any way, shape or form, or modified. It will just be the shiniest battle wagon ever.
Yeah, and what I'm actually going to do is not put any of the bodywork on and just make it an enormous platform for my gargantuan squig-off.
Yep.
So it'll be a truck for a gargantuan, because the squig-off doesn't want to walk everywhere. So why not make a truck to put the squig-off in, and then the squig-off can trundle about, you see?
Mm.
So there you go, Warhammer. Done. Warhammer.
Adeptus Latrina has just mentioned waffles, and now I need to know: do you mean potato waffles, or the sweet ready variety of waffles?
Now you're going to make me say it now, aren't you?
Or are they cakey?
You've forced me to say it now, haven't you?
What's that, dear?
Bird's eye potato waffles, a waffly versatile. Anybody who grew up in the 1980s, you'll remember that advert. You have to say it when everybody says potato waffles.
Fortunately, I do. Yeah. That was a really good rendition.
It was quite good, wasn't it? I'm trying to do that 1920s singer sound. It's like, that's bird's eye potato waffles.
I think you nailed it.
Well,
Waffly versatile.
Because at the same time, it sounded like something that would be at home in the soundscape of Fallout, which is a very similar kind of sounding voice, I feel.
Yeah.
Well, it's that kind of 1930s, 1940s mid-Atlantic accent, transatlantic accent, I believe it was called.
It was probably an English advert.
It was an English advert, yes.
I'll see if I can find it on YouTube, and if I can, I'll put it in the chat for you to watch after the stream, of course.
Yes.
Not during.
No,
you
because
wouldn't want to miss out on anything awesome.
No. During the stream, you get me singing Bird's Eye Potato Waffle. I just can't... Imagine I'm singing it, but with no bass, and it's all treble, because it's through a 1940s, like, on 1940s bit of film. You have to take all the treble out, all the bass out. Bird's Eye Potato Waffles, waffly versatile. I can do that, but it might not come through the microphone, you see, so... If you cover your mouth up, you can do that kind of 1930s radio announcer. I'll shut up now. I got carried away there. I've not had any coffee today, so...
You get carried away?
Yeah, I did.
Never.
A little bit. Right, now, I'm making the leaf springs. And I made some of these last night, and there's little bits that trip you up that I have to get right. I know now, because I made these last night.
He's good, isn't he?
Was this a legitimately broadcast advert, by the way? Because I'm watching it, and oh my god, it's annoying.
Yeah.
But it has got that really, like, nasally 40s
Yeah, 1940s.
Yeah.
It's the 1940s, everybody's going to war. Well, it's more like a 1930s song, isn't it?
Mm.
A bit like, if you remember Blade Runner, Peter Skellen recorded No More Tears or something. No More...
Yeah.
Something. And recorded it in that style. God, there's a name from the past. Peter Skellen. Do you remember Peter Skellen, Cole?
Yeah.
God.
I certainly do.
She's a lady. I can't sing it. Shh, copyright. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, copyright.
But you know.
Yeah. Can't mess with your copyright.
No.
But on the subject of waffles,
Hello?
Adeptus Latrina was talking about sweet and cakey waffles, by the way.
Oh, yes.
But I need to know what's in everyone's bellies and on their benches. I nearly said what's in everyone's benches and on your bellies. But, you know, if you are cooking an egg on your belly, Naked Gun style, maybe keep that part private, because I don't need to know.
Keep your belly private. We don't need to know these things.
I need a pen.
Pen is required.
Pen. Pass me a pen. Wait.
I've got a pencil.
That'll do.
I've got a screwdriver.
I've got a pen.
Put the screw in the hole, Fox. It's always a good start. Idiot.
Having trouble screwing your hole, Fox?
Colin is doing delicate tweezer work.
Oh, what is Colin doing? What are you doing, Colin?
I
It looks like he's easy
winding
lining.
easy line around my raggy pole.
Oh. Oh, look at that.
Told ya, raggy has to go on the build.
Exactly. What's the pole
It's-
made of? Is that brass tube or something?
Yeah, that
Brass-
would be brass tube, mate.
Brass tube or brass
Yeah,
whatever.
tubularity.
Tube or stick, whatever you want to call them. Rod. Yeah. Hey, chips are done. Wait for sausage. Now, I will apologise if all you see is my top of my giant head today, because I'll obviously be looking
Yeah, I
down
wondered why it was so bright. I thought it was your white balance.
Your white balance.
You would have said the same.
Yeah, but you've got the pate. You've got the reflective pate.
Absolutely, mate.
I've got the downy fluff.
I know. You'll soon have a reflective pate.
Well,
It's on its way.
I'm quite happy that my dad had the male pattern baldness where you start to go bald at the back. He turned into like a Benedictine monk.
Oh, right, yeah, he
But
had the rasher of bacon, did he?
I haven't developed that in any way.
Oh.
Although I have got the slightly receding hairline at the front, I haven't got the bald spot at the back, so I think I'm safe from the male pattern baldness. I think. I might go backwards a lot, but I'm 50 now and it's gone. It's not.
This is where he wakes up in the morning with all his hair on the pillow and goes, Mum!
Yeah, I've not yet turned into a geography teacher, or a history teacher. Hey, le. And I'm screwing. Screw you.
What are you screwing, sir? What are you screwing?
I am making. Ow! I am making injuries.
Sounds painful.
No, I am making. I'm going to put some oil on that actually. I'm making the leaf springs. which
someone's been reading the magazine so that he knows what the car parts are called.
No, some of us had a Land Rover with actual leaf springs in them, so we know what they look like.
Hold on a minute. Are you making out here that you actually went underneath the Land Rover and investigated this?
I never make out on the internet. It's not right. No, I did, because it was the first car I ever had with leaf springs, because that was from the 1920s, leaf springs.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, I've got leaf springs on my car and drum brakes. I'm going to kill everybody. It's brilliant. No, it's got leaf springs on this, and I have to say, they're actually metal leaf springs, and they actually really are quite good. They're proper leaf springs. And I dropped my screwdriver. They're proper leaf springs in metal. It's not just a metal thing that looks like it. They are actually leaf springs.
We've got some bench and bellies, and for once, Muse has actually got something in her belly.
That's not just coffee.
Hell.
Wow.
Because we all know that Muse only eats when she needs to eat.
Muse only eats coffee because coffee is both a liquid and a food.
Indeed. But she has had French toast and scrambled egg.
Ooh.
And on her bench, she's got some parts of the tomahawk to be painted.
Ooh.
And as always, she's got coffee.
Coffee is required, obviously.
Blah, blah, blah.
It'd be weird if she didn't have the coffee.
Indeed. Lynn Dipple has got some chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts in the belly with water. And on the bench, who cares? We care. That is not a valid answer, Lynn.
Yeah, we care, Lynn.
We care. We wouldn't ask if we didn't care.
In Panzer's bench, he's got wood fibres. And on his belly, he's got his phone because he's a smart kid. Yeah. Phil Lewis, in the belly, has got 2 enormous sausage sandwiches.
Ooh.
This is correct.
I suspect they're not enormous anymore.
What? No, I'm sure they are not. They are being digested. And in the bench, he's got a Dazworks 1/16 scale Stug 3.
Ooh.
Is it Stug or is it Stug?
It's a Stug.
Stug. Lynn needs to learn how to type because she keeps accidentally hitting caps lock instead of A, so she keeps shouting at people. So she didn't say pop tarts, she said pop TRTS, but then started shouting at everyone. So Lynn's bench and belly was actually chocolate fudge pop tarts, water.
She is a tart.
Yeah.
Pop tarts.
Oh, and on the bench, she has updated me because we care. She's got a Lego Lunar Lander.
Ooh.
See, that is very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got Chris in from Gross Models.
Hey,
Hello,
Chris. Nice to see Chris.
As gross as ever, yet wonderful at the same time.
Lynn Dipper will be actually happy because today my cup of tea is in my official Time Team mug.
Indeed. Chris would like to know what time you will be doing the electricals, because he would very much like to be present to watch you.
I'm sure he would. Well, I've got 4 issues to do to complete the rear differential and axles and wheels, and then I assume it's in the next box after that. So I'll either do them today or not. Pretty much. How's that for helpful? See, I can do everything, me.
Yeah, that's him just trying to get you to stay long enough.
Although, I was about to say I've just finished one issue, but I haven't. I built that.
I sound, apparently, according to Panzer, I sound like I'm speaking in a cardboard box. Is this accurate?
Speaking in the box, I'm speaking in the cardboard box.
Yeah, it sounded all right to me, mate.
Fair enough.
You sound like this. You sound like this. Potato waffles, versatile. You don't sound like that.
I do have a blocked nose. I don't know if
There you go.
should be picking that up.
Are you bunged?
I tested positive for
Ew, bungage.
Velociraptor this morning, so I'm not allowed out.
Oh, I'm
What,
sorry
did you?
to hear that, mate.
I did indeed.
Wait, is that a rare moment of seriousness now, or are you just jesting?
No,
no, it's been
I
serious.
I did test positive this morning.
Oh
Oh,
man,
mate.
where did that come
Sorry to
from?
hear that.
I don't know where it came from, honestly. But potentially one of the imbeciles that I bumped into when I had to go into town yesterday.
Ugh.
Even though I was wearing a mask, obviously they're not 100%. But yeah, I'm okay. I just feel like man flu. I'm pretty tired, bunged up. But apart from that, I am fine and dandy.
And yet you still joined us on the show, so thank you very much.
Well, yeah, man.
It was nice knowing you.
when I'm ill, I can't just lay in bed. I get bored.
Yeah.
And I've also done a job interview today, so you know. Woo!
Yeah, congratulations,
Yay.
mate. I hope
Fingers
that goes
crossed.
all right for you.
Fingers crossed, indeed. Well, thank God it was a video interview because you know I wouldn't have been able to go in person.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You know, only fans will know that they'll need your services. So hopefully you get the job.
Thanks for that. Thanks.
I don't know how to take that, whether that was a compliment or not.
I don't know. I kind of said it, but I didn't really understand what I said when I said it. It just kind of riffed it. I assume it's some kind of cunning reference to something that the kids are into nowadays. So, you kids with your rock and your roll and your hippity hop,
Snoopy,
and your bird's eye potato waffles, which are waffly versatile.
He's attacking me again, Cole. Earlier he told me to stand up, and now he's telling me to hop.
When did I tell you to stand up? I didn't tell anyone to stand up, did I?
Yeah,
did I?
I think you did. Yeah, I think that's brutal, Si.
When did I tell anyone to stand up? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
You know. Now he's won an award, Cole. He's so stuck up. It's outrageous.
I see. Now you're going to leg it, are you?
Oh. Brutal. What an ass.
Shots fired. I didn't tell anyone to stand up.
Poor Si.
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Don't feel bad, Panzer. I might sound like I'm in a cardboard box, but if everyone else tells me it sounds all right, it's probably just a blocked up nose.
It sounds fine.
But yeah. Thankfully, I am fully vaccinated and all that.
Yeah.
So the Velociraptor will not be eating my soul. Touch wood.
Well, speedy recovery, mate, and all of that lot. Hopefully, you know, because we care.
Honestly, I feel fine.
I care, Si.
I care as well.
I feel fine. I
only take the mickey out of the people I care about.
That's true.
If I don't care about someone, then I couldn't be bothered taking the mickey out of them. Think of it that way.
Also true. It is a lot of effort.
Yeah. If I don't care about someone, then I'll never take the mickey out of them because why would I bother?
I tell you what, though, I really kind of want a kill rig now.
You know what you need to do then, don't you?
Go on to Goblin Gaming.
Yeah, I want you to get one because that way you can show me how to paint it properly.
Dude, it looks awesome.
It does look awesome. Shut up.
I wasn't overly enamoured when that model originally got revealed. When was it?
Thousands of years ago.
Whenever it was, last year.
Yeah.
I wasn't overly enamoured, but actually seeing it.
It's one of those, it grows on your site, to be honest with you. When you're first putting it together, you can't quite discern where it's going because it's too much grey plastic, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
But once you start painting it up and things start segregating, yeah, it's quite a mean little widget. I like it.
I think part of the allure is just the fact there's so much going on there that it's hard not to like it.
And that's why I got the other set of squigs to go with it, because I thought, well, rather than it be on its own, I can have this at the forefront, and then the others are following it. But I like the little raggy pennant, the way it just wafts.
Yeah, wafts. Wait, hang on. How can raggy waft? Shouldn't raggy be rigid and fixed?
Look at the screen though. Raggy.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Raggy is literally holding its shape like a pendant, just like that would.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure there's somebody involved in polymer research somewhere that's really interested in that.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure you just
a bit.
I'm pretty sure that guy what's that guy's name? Mark Madovnik or whatever.
Yeah.
Top presses. I need to have a moan at Colin. Colin,
Why?
You've got an open wash that is not in one of your holders, but you've got a wash with its lid on that is in the holder. Come on, sort yourself out.
No, that's actually pigment.
That's even worse. That's even worse. That's even worse because if that gets on your bench, your whole house will become brown and you look like you robbed a security van.
There you go. It's in the holder. It's out of the holder again.
Oh. Trust me.
It's gonna go in.
Spilling pigment.
It's appropriate Mig older.
Spilling pigment is like it's more. It makes me more sad spilling pigment than it does spilling agrax or anything like that.
Are you happy now?
I am. But if you need to sneeze, please move at least a kilometre away from it, because otherwise, again, everything will be brown.
Yeah, it's the fact that I went to the trouble of putting my little pot in its older and had to. Yeah.
Do you know what I hate the thing I hate about model making is right. Whenever you need to sneeze at the bench, it's guaranteed that if you need to sneeze, you've either got an open thing of pigment or you've got your mask on. You never need to sneeze when there's no pigment or you're not wearing your mask, your respirator mask. It's so annoying because it's always like, oh God, I've got. Oh, you can never win.
It's exact. I helped out the missus. So to clarify for everyone,
I've made a thing.
A thing, and it worked.
A thing.
So the missus is a secondary school teacher. She teaches science.
Yeah.
And in the recent half term, she dragged me into the school to help her organise all her experiment equipment, Bunsen burners, chemicals, and all of that jazz.
Bunsen burners.
But she obviously, I had to wear a lab coat because I was still in a lab, and you're not meant to touch your face, obviously, when you're in a lab, because you're around harmful chemicals. And as soon as I put that lab coat on, my glasses decided to slip down my nose to the point where I wanted to correct them, but I couldn't. And they haven't done it since. And it's so, your glasses just don't work for you. No. In any situation, they just work against.
Oh yeah, it's a conspiracy of the glasses ghost.
When you put the lab coat on though.
Yes, dear.
How big and swollen did your inner nerd get?
Oh, very. But you know.
Were you like in maximum nerd mode? Did you start? Did you start going?
Did you walk round lots of corners so that the bottom of the coat swished as you went around the corner?
Yeah.
Well, no, because the unfortunate thing is, Cole, I'm such a fat git that there was no swish left in it by the time I'd done it up.
No.
Yeah, because I would have just walked around every corner just to try and get the back of the coat to swish, because I'm sad.
The problem is, you have to wear it properly, so I had to do it up.
Oh right, yeah.
Because I was handling like hydrogen peroxide.
Oh yeah, it weren't like a ward doctor then, where you could just goon around.
Wait, your missus actually trusted you with volatile chemicals?
Yeah, that's quite impressive.
Either she's really dumb, or you're really good at persuading her that you can be trusted with volatile chemicals.
I'm just good at persuading. This is a genuine story. I did try and convince her to let me fart in a beaker and seal it so she could give it to a student that she disliked, but she declined. But,
do you know, right now I can actually smell laboratory school science lab smell. I can just smell it. It's in my brain. I can remember the smell of our science labs.
I was organising one of the cupboards, and I did find, and I know that you two will appreciate this.
Yes.
I found a tray of bottles of copy decks.
Wait, I don't know what copy decks is. What?
Copy decks is glue that's made out of fish bone.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it has a very unique smell. So it just smells like fish, obviously, but it's basically fish bone PVA.
Okay.
And we always used to use it in school, so I had to crack
proper
a bottle
school
open.
glue. Yeah,
I had to crack open a bottle and smell it, and it brought back many memories.
Wow, how's that for an ugly car?
That is very ugly.
This is what the back end of muscle car era looks like. Horrible boxy crap. That's the.
Yeah.
Oh.
A dodgy Dodge.
Yeah, it's like they went from these gorgeous fuel guzzling curvy Coke bottle curves to just bricks. Not all of them were bad, but yeah, that Dodge 400 is not.
Yeah, that's Austin Allegro material, that, isn't it?
Dodge 600. I think it's the 400. I think. La la la. That's the coupe version.
God, do you mean to say they created other variants? Are they mad?
With a vinyl roof, get in. Diddle-diddle-diddle-did. Yes, I just read that.
Yeah. I'm not going to read that out, but thanks, Panda.
Hey, look, I've got 2 of these and they're wheelie heavy. The wheelie heavy.
No, we're not going back there. No.
Sorry, I must have spoke out of turn. Sorry. Because they're wheelie heavy.
It's a bit tiring, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Quick, I need a rim shot. It's the path well tread.
Absolutely, got to the hub of the matter.
Ah, you see. I'll have to axle you about that later.
Size like.
I hate everybody right now. Okay, we need to make some little fiddly bits now.
Oh god! Right, this is where we can mess with him. Size on fiddly bits.
We have shock absorbers, leaf spring plates, hex nuts, and U-bolts.
Oh, you got your nuts out, Fox?
Got me nuts out. I've got to make some U-bolts.
Okay, everyone in chat, when Fox looks like he's doing something very intricate, if you make a super chat at that point in time, I know he gets a noise in his ears, so you might make him jump.
If like 35 of you all did a £10 super chat at that exact point in time, it'd be really inconvenient.
Would it only work with 35 £10 super chats?
It could be £100 super chats.
Oh, okay. So, but it has to be a minimum denomination of £10.
It could be crazy and put a grand in. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's done that at some point.
Oh, quick! I'll get me calculator out.
Calculator. I'm the operator with my pocket calculator. Bit of craft work there for everybody. Right, what am I doing now? Banging my finger on that. That's what I'm doing.
Well, Panzer, I am very glad that you've taken a vested interest into my gut health. Thank you.
Gut health. The health of guts. Welcome.
Plus, you know, now that Lynn has been inducted into the realm of ratemypoo.com, she can join in as well.
Ratemypoo.com. What?
Oh, sigh. Yeah. Not that I'm going to throw him under the bus, but Candygram for Mongo fell for it.
Oh no.
What's this?
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh no.
Your message.
My entrapment of you yesterday also managed to trap Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh well, I went click. Oh.
Yeah.
You knew it would work.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a complicated one, that one, was it? Really?
Well, I knew that all I needed to do was mention deathcore and saving money, and I would get you.
Yeah. I was gutted.
Yeah. But the problem is now, if I find deathcore at that price, I won't actually be able to get you to click the link.
No.
So,
well, it's like a friend of mine, my friend Martin. He once saw an article on, I think it was Gizmodo, a few years ago, that was discussing how astronauts deal with pooping in space. How NASA astronauts, the processes they use over the years, you know, from the 60s onwards, and all the different bits of technology. So he sent me a link, and I'm like, and it literally says in the link, you know, what it's, and I'm like, I'm not going to go and read that. And he's like, oh, go on, no. So he's tried for years with like different little methods to try and get me to click on the link. I'm like, I'm not doing it. So every time he sends me a link, I'm like, I'm not clicking it. And he's like, well, there's a link about puppies. And even if it is a link about puppies, I'm not clicking it. So he's shot himself in the foot now, because now I never trust any of his links.
Yeah, it's essentially The Boy Who Cried Wolf in potential link format, isn't it?
It's like The Boy Who Cried Wolf in The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Yeah, well... Yeah.
Allow myself to introduce myself. Right, so the one with the letter L, that's that one. Join the pieces with an AM screw. Okay, I will do that now. Thank you. Do 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 So,
Did Foxx ever figure out number 7? I think he's aware of number 7, Lynn, but is hoping that he doesn't have a number 7 in the near future.
Oh, he asked me last night, say, in the hangout, what's number 7? I went, Say just asked me to say.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
oh, yeah, understood.
You know
I have
what I mean?
no idea what you're talking about. Which
Well,
reminds me,
now
just very quickly, Lynn Dipple did say to me earlier on, she said, I want a Time Team mug. Oh, Time Team starts in half an hour. Yes, you can get Time Team mugs. They have a website online. I don't know what the website address is. Time Team Official, I think.
Yeah.
You can buy
I'll
the
have
mugs
a-
and the things. I don't know if they ship outside the UK. They might do.
I'll have a look for it, Lynn, and if I can find it, I'll put it in chat for you.
What, for the Time Team thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Panzer's saying the 2-pounder will be like Raggy, mentioned often. Absolutely.
Take the rear axle 36A, which they label as 38A in the diagram. Fantastic, well done. Oh no. And the rear leaf spring 38. Okay, right, that's that one, which goes not that way.
Dear.
It's not that one.
So
It's that one.
they do ship worldwide, Lynn. But to put it into context, the one Time Team mug is £10, which is about $13.
That's all right. I bought 2.
Yeah, that's fine, but the lowest rate of shipping,
Yeah,
for
that's where it-
worldwide shipping,
That's where it kicks you in the ass.
is £25, which I think is about probably $30 to $31.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll give you the link and then you can make your own decision.
Other people can buy them as
I know
well.
what I would do. I'd go down your local Walmart, buy a plain white mug, and write Time Team on it.
Well, it's like that's like our friend TK when he wanted an E-Models mug and he never won one, so he just wrote emo pools on one once, and that was it. That was his E-Models mug. He literally wrote emo pools on it because it was fake, obviously E-Models.
My E-Models mug proudly holds my tools at my bench.
E-Models mug and E-Models mug and E-Models mug. E-Models mug.
I think I've got an old E-Models mug now. I'm pretty sure at one point they changed the E-Models mug and I never got a version 2.
Yeah,
I've
the
got that
version 2's got the green interior, I think. I can't remember now. It's like
Yeah,
I see
I've
it
got
every
the
Monday,
version
but I've forgotten what it looks like.
Yeah.
Right, this needs to go that way round. Fiddly nonsense. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Am I even on camera? I have no idea.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're on
you're on
camera.
camera, dude.
Jolly good, jolly good. Let's put that
I'll
through
tell you
there
if you
and
want.
then...
Yeah, we are thoroughly sitting here watching your inane technical prowess working on car parts because
Inane's a good word to use when it comes to my technical
'Cause-
car prowess.
we really know that you deep down you love every minute of this.
Well, the thing is, in a lot of ways I do, because it's just screwing stuff together, which means it's a simple build.
You've gone and done it now. You've
See?
gone and said
Yeah.
simple, haven't you?
Yeah, I did do that, didn't I?
Hi, Lynn. You can have many hugs.
Ooh.
I miss Lynn giving me individual hugs when she missed me out earlier. So she's just said for the second time, hugs. So I
Hugs.
got told off, but at the same time, I received a second round of hugs. So I
You
think
got
I still
told
kind
off.
of won.
You
Yeah,
got
but
told off.
I think I won because I got 2 lots of hugs.
Oh,
So I
wow.
got told off.
Oh, wow.
So I got told off.
How cool is this? Awesome. I've got these little U brackets, yeah?
Yeah.
Like you get, like what you get on a real car.
Yes, dear.
That go. Where do they go? They go. Which way around do they go? They hold the leaf spring onto the rear axle, like
Yeah.
in a real car.
Yes.
But they've got a thread on the end, so they go up through there into the axle plate, and then I've actually got little nuts to hold them in place. So it's just like the real thing, but petite.
He's easily pleased, isn't he?
He is.
What was that? What was that? What was that? The Swiss Family Chalet thing, like the real thing, but petite.
Swiss Family Robins.
What was the kid's toy though? It was a petite something or other.
What I really enjoy, Fox, is your enjoyment that a scale model is accurate. to the real thing when it's
Yeah.
a scale representation.
Yeah,
but-
I mean...
Yeah, no, but I mean, no. What I mean is they're actually, it's assembled in the same way because a lot of this isn't like you don't have a big screw right down the middle of your diff shaft, but at the same time,
No, but where they can, they do. I mean,
it's great. I love it.
A lot of people say obviously partworks are overpriced, but this is why they're not, because they are in a lot of ways where practical with a smaller scale and material differences and whatnot.
Yeah.
They are as close to working as they can be without having like a real engine and whatnot.
Thing is, people do say about the price of these things, but think about it. It's like how much do you pay for a 1/12 car kit?
Yeah.
And then I'll scale it up to 1/8. Seems reasonable to me, given the fact that a lot of it's metal. And they've also got, because you say, okay, you could say, well, oh shit, hang on, where do I? That's a point.
You are live on Channel 4. Please do not say.
They give you. Oh, I love it. I love it. I was about to say, how do I get these little bolts on? Because I haven't got a little tiny bolt twisty thing, spanner. They give you a little tool. They give you a little. They give you a little tool for spannering. How cool is that? Oh man, I'm so happy right now in a really strange way.
He is so easily pleased.
They give you a special little tool for spannering.
By the same token, I watched a Drive Tribe video the other day.
Oh,
For
right,
those of you that don't know what Drive Tribe is, it's basically a YouTube channel that's ran and owned by the guys that did Top Gear. So Hammond, May, and
Clarkson.
Clarkson.
Oh, this is so cool.
The video was
So happy right
one of
now.
their presenters going around a company that exclusively makes 1/12 scale models, similar to what Foxx is building now, but they build them totally from scratch. They're not part works, but they are incredibly accurate. But they start at like 20 grand. So the part works are like a 20th of that, and you get the joy of building them. And they're fucking huge.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. And what people, I say, forget is like if you took a 1/12 scale kit of a car and made it 1/8 scale, then you're probably looking at, given that like a 1/12 scale car, top of the range, like your Meng one or your Tamiya's or whatever, or bikes, probably about 500 or 600 quid. That's right, 300 or 400 quid. These kits, aren't they? So then scale that up.
Tamiya 1/12 scales.
Well, like the Meng GT40, what? That's 250, 300 quid, isn't it? That's 12 scale, I think.
The Meng one is inordinately expensive, but
but then scale that up to 1/8, but then add in the cost of like 100 magazines and all the licensing and everything else. You know what I mean? It's, and the fact it's not just all done in one go. They've got to ship everything to you over week after week. It's like, you know what? They're not expensive. They are expensive, but they're not overpriced. They are what they are.
Well, yeah. I mean, the amount of tooling that has gone into that, for example, I would dread to think of the cost. And obviously, they have to recoup that at the end of the day, and they have to.
Blimey, yeah.
They have to profit. But yeah. Oh, you know that idea that I told you about last week, Cole, of using the squig herd as a unit of grots.
Yeah.
I accidentally bought 2 units of squigs to do it myself because it was such a good idea.
Oh, good man.
But it's still your fault.
Yeah, I accept full responsibility.
But all the same, enjoy the kickback from Goblin Gaming.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Well, it was your turn because it was Fox's turn before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mate, massively appreciated, Si. Thank you very much.
Are you are you photographing for Patreon?
No, obviously when I've done this, I'll need to do a video because that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And it'll just be here's what I've done, but I'm taking a picture of this awesome tool that's making me very happy and how to use it. Because I don't just want to say here's the thing I finished it. I probably have to take little pictures as I go along to say here's things that I came out with.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to be, the whole point of me doing this is they send me these things and then I actually film videos that are good PR. But obviously if I do live streams it's not really doing that, so And I
Yeah,
would
the
normally
bobbins,
I would normally
all the way.
get my monthly 4 issues and film, do a little video about them, but I've not had a chance with Mama Fox being poorly.
I'm
So
surprised you don't have your phone recording whilst you're doing the live stream. It would be so much easier.
no, because I can't be bothered doing that. Because then that requires lots of editing, and I haven't got time. That's the problem. I just
always an excuse.
So it's really just a case of those photographs aren't the right way around.
They're not portrait, are they?
It's because I was doing all funkiness. Yeah, I need to turn them around.
Dirty.
Filthy dirty.
The Bobbins has joined us. Hi,
Hello,
Bobbins.
Hello, the Bobbins.
He says that he sees Fox is trying to talk about cars in a comical manner.
Yeah, brilliant.
I do everything in a comical manner. It's my way.
Kanza has pointed out Fox's technical quote of the day, which is bolty, twisty thing.
Yeah. Spannerings. Spannering is a verb. I've lost my twisty. There it is. Oh, this is making me so happy. This little tool.
We can mock bolty, twisty thing, but you've got to admit, you know exactly what it does.
Yeah. I can't tell you how delighted and happy I am at this little tool putting these little bolts on. Because it's just like, so far it's been like screwing things together, which is fine, but this is the first time it's actually become like doing manly tool type stuff with bolts and screw and actual nuts and bolts. It's like, it's just bizarrely satisfying in a strange primordial kind of way.
What you're saying is you've come over all Adam Savage.
Yeah, I need to have a ruler tattooed on my arm. Clearly. Oh, this is the best thing ever.
Absolutely.
Except I've lost a nut somewhere. Or did I only get 3 nuts out? I must have got 3 nuts out. Get your nuts out!
Ready for a pound.
Freight for a pound. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh, this is just. I hope there's more like this, because this is just fantastic. I like the fact they don't just give you some cheap, crappy little spanner. They actually give you a special tool, which is only useful for this exact size of nut. Let's be honest, but that notwithstanding. Look at my special tool. Wait, I just thought I had a nut missing, and I totally didn't because I had 3 on the. Oh, I'm not even doing counting very well today.
Wait, you had 3 nuts, dude. You're meant to only have 2.
I see what you did there,
Yeah. Oh, this is so satisfying. I'm tightening my nuts.
How cute is that little squig? Oh.
Let's have a look. Let me go full screen for you. Can you do full screen for each for us, Si, or are you not able to do that?
Can I do what, sorry?
Oh, are you able to put me and Colin full screen as and when needed?
He's so brilliant.
Well, let me check. This might make Colin not full screen. No. That was picture in picture.
Do you have the little head and shoulders on the left of each of the thumbnails?
No.
Oh, okay. That's so adorable.
Brilliant, isn't he?
Why do I get the impression, right, in my mind, the motor on that squig makes the Jetsons noise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love that little mini.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
That's adorbs.
It's just a shame you only get one in the box of riders. It would be so cool if there was a couple and they were different.
I love the little flat squig in the squig buggy. I think he's brilliant.
Have you seen, Si, have you seen the latest rumour engine?
I haven't, but I'll go and look at it now.
There's a lot of people thinking it might potentially be.
Wait, don't spoil it.
Okay.
Let me form my own opinion of what it is.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you need to make sure it's looking at the right one, I suppose, as well. So, tell me what you see.
If it's most recent.
Say what you see.
Okay. Well, most recent, it's a spearhead.
Yep.
That looks like it's got a grenade on it.
Yep, that's the one. Some people have got very excited about that, and I've got potentially very excited, but I don't think it's going to be what I think it's going to be. What do you think it might be?
I'm thinking, and I will get back to you once I've thought.
Oh, rubbish you are. Do you mean once you've read other people's things about what it might be?
No. I'm trying to assess what it could be. I'm assuming you're thinking it could be
No, don't assume what I think it's going to be.
Okay.
What do you think it's going to
Well, it's clearly 40k.
are you able to share it? I don't know if you're able to share it. Can you screen share? I don't know.
I can, yeah.
So that our lovely viewers can. I keep forgetting, of course, we've got people watching.
I
always forget that.
I'm going to pull up a picture of what I think it is.
Oh, okay.
So I can also switch to that.
He's gonna pop something up for the viewers, are you?
Yeah. But I just need to find a
Panzercat asks if I refer to a ratchet spanner as a clicky thing. No, I call that a... That's what I call that. Have you got one of them? I can't make the noise.
Wrong.
Does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I can only find a very... Well, granted, they are very old miniatures.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking then.
But there's only one thing that... Right, I found a picture of a conversion, and that was... Okay, share screen.
AM. Okay. AM school, I need you.
I think you still need to click buttons to allow me to share.
Yeah, I'll let you in, mate.
There you go.
Right.
Have you got the actual?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so this is the rumor engine.
For those that don't know, Games Workshop put little tiny sneak peek pictures up, often like a year in advance of a kit coming out, just to give you a tease of what's coming up in the future.
Yeah, and to clarify as to why they can do that, because next year's releases are already sculpted, they've already been painted by the heavy metal team in all likelihood, or are in the process of being painted, and then box work will be made up, they'll be play tested, etc.
Yeah, they're kind of like 18 months, 2 years in advance, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen rumour engines from like a year and a half ago that still haven't been announced yet, so...
I'm just sending a text.
You can't text ex-colleagues at Games Workshop and ask them what it is. That's cheating.
How did you know that's who I was texting?
I have the all-seeing brain.
No, I was actually texting the missus because we need some milk, and she's gone to Braintree today to see the family.
Braintree.
And their Tesco's is open midday until 6 p.m. on Sundays, whereas in Ipswich, all the supermarkets are open till 10 a.m. till 4 p.m.
Braintree.
So I said, get it from Braintree on the way home, but she's forgotten.
Do you know, I can imagine somewhere there was a conversation that went exactly like this. This place is called Braintree. Why is it called Braintree? Really?
Yeah.
Kind of really obvious, really, isn't it?
Okay, well, you know. But yeah, so this is the rumour engine. As you can see, it's a spear with what looks like a grenade on it, as it says here. Now, I think that is... There's no known unit that it could be other than... go away, Reddit. Other than Rough Riders.
Yes, but that's not a Rough Rider, that's a fake. See, when I've looked at picture Rough Riders, they look like little sort of Mongol warriors. Yeah,
you're thinking... So this is a conversion. I couldn't find a decent picture of...
Yeah, that one there. Hang on, wait, go left, that one. Yeah, that's the one you see all the time.
Yeah,
that's
it's such an old
Attilan Rough Riders. Yeah, no, that's because it's an old model.
But yeah, I think it could be these.
But
there's no other unit in the known 40k universe that it could be.
Well, there are those amongst us who are thinking perhaps, just possibly, just maybe perhaps possibly, could it be plastic Deathcore Death Riders?
Oh.
Because they have spears, but they don't have grenades on the end of them. But could it be some funky... Like one of the guys has a grenade on the end of his spear. Could it be Could it be plastic Death Riders? And there's quite an buzz about that at the minute. And I'm thinking it would be brilliant because it means they are doing more deathcore, but I don't think it will be. I think it will be Rough Riders. But then again, I mean, there's no other Attilan kits. Doesn't he be play it? I don't even know what Attilan is. So.
Well, as we've discussed previously, generally, generally speaking, in recent years, GW has gone towards releases that are geared towards a particular chapter in the case of Space Marines, or in the case of like Orks, they've done like Speed Freak centric releases where they were all vehicles, or they've done obviously the Beast Snagger centric release recently.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make sense if you judge by the recent GW releases that if they're going to do a faction within the Imperial Guard, then why wouldn't they follow along the lines of Deathcore?
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. If they did like these Attilan Rough Riders, who the hell are Attilans? I've never heard of them. It's like a really old. I'm guessing because there's no other models out there that relate to it. It seems a bit weird just randomly putting a load of horsemen for a faction that doesn't seem to otherwise exist.
Well, those models are like 25, 30 years old.
So unless they're planning on releasing a whole range of Attilan, which I assume nobody has played in 20 odd years anyway. But then again, it could be something. It could be something utterly different from that. Who knows?
Back in the old days, there used to be the Imperial Guard range was very mismatched.
Yeah.
So there used to be a singular unit for maybe 5 or 6 kind of factions within the Imperial Guard. Obviously, you had the Cadians. You had the guys, the Winterides guys who had
Iron Legion, Steel Warriors, whatever, Steel Legion.
No, you had the Steel Legion, but you had
Vostroyans.
Yes, Vostroyans are who I'm thinking of, like the Winterized greatcoats and I don't even know the name of the hat, but
they had like the kind of Russian
okay
thingy hat.
I was going to say they're meant to mock Russian conscripts, but I just didn't really want to go there. But
it's fine.
And then you had Forgeworld with Deathcore, you had Attilan with the Rough Riders. There were a couple of other units, but these units never had they never had
whole armies.
More than one unit. They were never fleshed out.
All right. I'm doing more nuts, by the way.
Okay. But I don't know if that's a direction that GW would go down anymore.
Well, just lots of random chunks of different units. No, because it
feels very disjointed.
But then again, having said that, look at Tempest to Scions. You've got a pack of dudes and an HQ squad and one vehicle.
Yeah.
So if they were to bring out, say, Attilan Rough Riders and then a different squad of Attilans or something like that, maybe. Because I can't see them folding them into any other. If they were maybe to bring out, like, say, Steel Legion or Vostroyans and put Attilans in, I don't know. It seems really weird. Whereas if they've got Plastic Deathcore, but then again, it's Plastic Deathcore is Kill Team. It's not part of the standard 40k lineup. So I don't know.
Yeah, but they...
Oh, we've fallen out. Hang on. Let us go back. And the dog next door, all but one, is barking like a spoon because nobody has yet dropped a piano on its head. I'm back. There we go. Give Colin a bit on the left-hand side for a while. Yeah, so I don't know. It'd be nice because then that would maybe suggest, like you said in the past, that they're going to take the Deathcore and move it into proper 40k from Kill Team. Maybe if they start doing more. Or then again, it may just be like a squad of 3 of them for Kill Team. You never know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
it's all very exciting, but they There is also the rumour engine that appears to show something on the back of a new tank or vehicle of some sort. That's from last August, I think.
I am 99.9% certain that in this release, Imperial Guard will get a new transport.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are saying there's going to be a new tank of some sort.
Yeah, I mean,
Like between the Lehman Russ and the Baneblade. But whether it's Imperial Guard or... Because, I don't know, everything's Cadians. Surely they need to move away from Cadians from it and try something else for a while.
well, so I know you keep coming back to the fact that and I think you're partly worried that the Death Corps are currently in Kill Team.
And they'll just disappear after a couple of years, you know.
I would say, yes, they're in Kill Team packaging, but look at the Commandos.
Yeah.
There are rules for that exact unit, specifically within the Codex. And in my opinion, they put the Death Corps out there just as a bit of a tease.
And I should comment on the fact that in Forge World's current giveaway, where you can win a Death Corps army, instead of giving you 120 resin Death Corps troops, they're giving you 10 packs of the plastic Kill Team Death Corps.
Yes.
So there is hope that they'll become like the de facto plastic version of Death Corps.
I think they will, and they already are, and GW knows they are, but they're not saying they're Death Corps specifically because they can also fit the role of Steel Legion.
Yeah, with a bit of a modification.
Very minimal.
Well, different heads basically, wouldn't it? They could always release a pack of heads.
Why different heads?
Because Steel Legion don't have the German style helmets. They have more like Steel Legion have more like German World War II paratrooper helmets, don't they? With a gas mask.
Yes, they do. But I
mean, you could do a count as and say it counts as Steel Legion, but
I think they've just gone down the route of calling them veterans because the Steel Legion models that are out there from the first Armageddon Codex are so old that if people want to use them as Steel Legion, I don't think anyone's going to care.
Well, the thing is as well, if you read the description in the actual packs for the Death Corps or for the veterans, it doesn't even mention. It basically says that anybody who gets good enough in the Imperial Guard becomes a veteran. It's like, no, they don't become Death Corps at all, because it's calling them veterans, not Death Corps. So it says anybody who survives long enough and gets good enough can become a veteran. Yeah, but they don't become a Death Corps.
But then again, you have to. I'm sharing screen.
So you could be right with that thing that they're setting them up as like proxies.
But then again, there is numerous stuff out there that this is official marketing stuff that specifically says they are Death Corps.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
But in other materials, they just call them veteran guardsmen.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
It is quite hard to discern at times.
Yes, ours is not to reason why. Ours is just to give them all our money.
But yeah,
and hope that we win the Forge World giveaway, because I'd really love an entire Forge World army for nothing.
I think the thing is, the last few years of the lore.
Just to say, by the way, I've put the leaf springs onto the rear axle.
I am impressed.
Look. It's like
mechanicalness.
It's like a really crap TIE fighter now. Yeah, somebody put the wings on the wrong way around.
The last few years of the 40k lore has done a lot to set up Cadians no longer being the focus of the Imperial Guard line of miniatures.
Yeah, and it started with the Scions.
Yeah. With the fall of Cadia, etc., etc., etc. So, you know, they are obviously aware. They have their sales figures. They are clearly aware of how popular the Death Corps are.
Yeah.
And they do very much have what I would call a cult following of people that collect them because they're Forge World. But then outside of that, they are widely loved. It's just a lot of people might not want a completely resin army, for example.
No, a lot of people don't want resin at all, and a lot of people just can't
Yeah.
afford the higher cost of the resin stuff.
I mean, resin to a lot of people is very intimidating.
Yeah.
So moving deathcore to plastic is a solid move.
Exactly.
Well, at the very least, I think you will get a deathcore themed tank, and I think the new tank will be like aimed towards that. And I think they will chuck in a new sprue into all of the other tank kits with like a deathcore tank crew.
See, I wonder if they'll do like a plastic Macarius variant, because then they can do the one kit that has the Vanquisher, the other one, because the Macarius is a bit like the Baneblade. There's like 3 or 4 different versions. So if you do a plastic Macarius tank, you can have the 3 or 4 in one kit that they can charge 100 quid for. Good God, that smells. Oh, smell that. Smell it.
And very nearly did, didn't you?
God, it smells like. Oh, it smells like. Oh, it smells exactly like on a hot summer's day when the tarmac gets that first drop of rain.
And well, actually, I think the other kits you might get, if you don't get the Death Riders, which I think, let's be realistic, is probably you'll probably get Death Riders given that the spear, given the rumour mill.
Yeah.
I think you'll get a command squad.
Yeah, if they do put it into 40k, you're going to have to get an HQ, aren't you, and a command squad.
You're going to have to get heavy weapons teams.
Yeah. And given that they're artillery, how are they going to? They probably. I reckon they'd leave the artillery as Forge World. I reckon. Maybe. Because there's no real artillery in plastic 40k. There's heavy weapons, but there's no artillery. And Krieg are the only ones that do heavy siege stuff. So.
Well, yes and no. Most of the armies in 40k now have stationary buildings, which could be described as artillery. So there is definite room for an artillery. It might just be.
It's really good. It's really good.
It might be an immovable bunker or command post or something that's got like an Earthshaker cannon on it.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But even that would be cool.
See, I don't think they'll completely get rid of their entire resin range. I know, like they did the Baneblade, used to be resin Forge World, and then they made that, but there's still a couple of variants on Forge World. But I don't think they'll do anything that means you no longer have to buy any of the Forge World stuff, because there's no point. They may as well keep the Forge World going. So,
yeah.
So I can imagine they're not going to do everything in plastic.
No, it'll be the big sellers, and I'm just going to have a quick look at Forge World because I know I know of the Deathcore range, but I don't really know everything in it.
Anyway, we shouldn't really go too deeply because a lot of our audience are like, don't care. What are you talking about?
Well, we're talking about 40k, so
I know.
Warhammer Sunday.
Colin's falling asleep.
No, I'm fine. I was stood up, mate.
Ooh, I shall reset my
good thing.
I shall reset my Turo alarm when you sit down then. Good girl.
I know.
You're very good. It's not true what they say about you. You're very good.
Absolutely.
I tell you one thing that is very intriguing.
Yes.
On the Forge World homepage now,
Yes.
where it specifically says Astra Militarum, tanks, tracks, and troops.
Yes.
The image is specifically of Deathcore.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool. But yeah, I can see you getting
a little bit moist. I mean, excited.
Yeah, I can see you getting heavy weapon teams. I can see you getting a command squad.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll get a plastic Malcador because that doesn't make any sense.
No, Malcador's like old gen anyway. It's not. Yeah. It's not current. So.
I think you'll get an immovable bunker of sorts with an Earthshaker cannon on it.
Yeah. I
don't think you'll get any of the. Well, they might introduce a secondary plane, but I doubt it.
But that's the thing the Deathcore have got that none of the other plastic sets have got is siege warfare. None of it's really focused towards siege stuff, and that's really what Krieg are about.
I tell you what they might do. So in the Basilisk,
I put the drive shaft in.
Nice. In the Basilisk kit, you obviously you just get the Basilisk. they
Yes.
might introduce another sprue where you can build the Medusa,
That'd be boring.
which is, well, it's something. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, but you've already got the plastic basilisk and the resin basilisks. I have an Armageddon pattern basilisk sitting in my
I know you do.
sitting in my stash as we speak.
Purchased.
Yes. Oh, I need to do some screw. Oh, I see. You really? Really? It says put the drive shaft in here like that. And then it says you have to put two things in here and screw it from the other side. You have to turn it over, so you need to take the drive shaft back out again. Really? What was the point of telling me to put the drive shaft in there? It's just going to fall out. Really? I don't know.
We're ball.
No,
Hey,
it just
it
seems a
looks
little strange to get you to do that.
It looks like Quado Man has joined us.
Hey,
Hi, buddy.
Dan.
Hello, Dan. How you
And
doing?
well, technically, Quado Man, that is a bag of weed on Colin's desk, but it is a bag of modelling weeds known as
Ooh.
tufts.
You know what it looks like?
Oh,
That-
and a bag of flock. A bag of flock.
That tough, that bag of, you know what that's, I'm just thinking about oatmeal now and I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Cole? What are you doing with that?
I'm stood up.
No, I mean, what are you doing with your bits?
I don't know yet. So I'm just getting them all out, mate.
Getting your bits out on telly. 2 AM screws.
I will know when I sit down and observe it, mate.
Observing now, sir.
And I can see a tray of porcularity.
Ooh,
Yeah,
porcularity.
popularity. Dregs, all sorts, mate.
Dregs.
As it's an orc model, Cole, as well, you need at least one skull on the base. Good lad.
Skulls.
Yeah.
You make the car look good.
Or have skulls, mate.
Skull.
Right, so how the hell does this attach now? It needs to... 2 wrist shock screws.
I
Okay.
am going to pop for a pee. Be alright, that.
Pee time! Bye! I now need to put this somehow sideways, do I? Because I can't do both sides at once.
Missing you already.
Is he gone? Is he back yet? I'm missing him now. Where's he gone? Where's he gone?
I could go wee wee.
Could be worse.
Yeah, don't do it, okay.
How's your work
mock
going
you.
today, Cole?
All right, quietly. Yeah, you know, it's that stage, isn't it?
I'm going to have to show people the back of my head now while I'm doing this, so
No,
sorry.
you do what you got to do, mate.
I don't even know where that hole is. Yeah. I've got to coordinate the shock
Getting your bits
absorber.
out on the telly, is that one of them pay-per-view channels? Yeah, definitely, Dan. How you been lately, mate? Did you get your moves sorted out in the end? Oh, there. All right, sat back down. Oh,
It's that one. I've got to coordinate a screw on one side of the floor pan and the shock absorber thing on the other side of the floor pan.
yeah.
Somehow. On a table that's barely bigger than the actual thing I'm trying to assemble. Happy times. Right, so, and also,
that's happy days, isn't it?
and it's like you look at the upper side of the floor pan. I think there's the hole for the bit, and then you look at the underside and think, crap, where's the hole?
Yeah.
It all looks different from that angle. Everybody's enjoying this spectacular vista of the back of my head.
Did have 2 skulls, and I've immediately dropped one.
That's one skull and another skull. So, Colin,
Ah, there it is. That's one. No, that's the one I just put there. Yeah, go on.
what are you having for your dinner tonight, mate?
I've got absolutely no idea yet, mate,
Ooh.
until the wife cooks it, dude.
That sounds good.
I've got no idea, mate. I ambled through the kitchen earlier and quickly made my exit.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you don't want to hang around too long there, do you?
Absolutely. So, mate, I've got no idea, mate.
Excitement.
I'm back. No, Panzer, I wasn't dropping off another £2, dear.
What's your dinner tonight then, Sir Si?
My dinner tonight is
It's going to be something poncy, isn't it?
fajita loaded fries,
Oh no.
Oh, nice.
Jolly good. Ooh.
which is before you question it. So it's, I think we're having normal fries with fajita spice
Ooh.
chicken on top.
Ooh.
Topped with some cheese.
Oh, happy days.
Pretty tasty. It's a bit like a Mexican poutine, you could almost say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we don't talk about him, do we, Poutine?
Poutine. Bill Cropper, going back to our earlier conversation, he says, Attilan were only horsemen, they were part of the Imperial Guard. And with the recent mainstreaming of Deathcore, I vote for them as an extension to the Games Workshop range. The only mounted DK were available through Forge World. Yes. Very expensive, the Death Riders. Future Space Horses. Angry Space Horses.
Marcus Brunner's joined us.
Hey, Marcus.
As well as his lamp.
I'm putting me spring in me tubes.
How you doing, mate?
I've put me spring in the tubes now. Now I can put me drive shaft in. What was that song in Lost?
Don't know.
Because the guy's band was called Drive Shaft and they had the song and I forgot what it's called.
You know, I haven't watched Lost in so long. I know what you mean, but I don't.
Yeah.
Something everybody. What up everybody or something, I don't know. I watched Lost early 2000s. Late 2010s, like 2009, 2010 or whatever. And then I made sure not to watch it again for like 5 or 6 years so that when I watched it a second time, it was all new again. I was like, oh, I've forgotten all that. Oh, yeah. I do find that if I watch something all the way through and then leave it for a few years, I can go back and as if I've never seen it. It's quite good.
Panzer's got an update for us on his actual belly.
Ooh.
So he says for later noms, he's got Hunter's Chicken.
Yes.
Now, is Hunter's Chicken, is that the
Sauce.
chicken dish with barbecue sauce, cheese and bacon?
Or is it just the sauce?
Yeah. I'm not 100% familiar with Hunter's Chicken, Panzer, so give me an update.
It's like it's a red sauce. Bit like that. Yeah. It's like a red, savoury... I can't really explain it. It's red. Reddy brown.
Okay, but then he's got, to go with that, paprika potatoes.
Paprika potatoes?
Paprika is awesome, so yeah.
Yeah, paprika is pretty awesome. We do vote happily for paprika. Can't say it, but we like it. Oh, bollocks! What?
What's wrong, dude?
Is that a slight technical difficulty?
Technical difficulty.
I think. Or not. I'm not sure, actually.
He's bulged up.
I don't know, actually. I can't tell if that's right or wrong. No, I think it's right, actually. I think I've got it right. No? That goes that way. That goes... I'm trying to figure out if I've got this the right way around. I think I have. I need to look at it the other way around. Get out of the way. Lock picking set. Oh no, that's correct. Woohoo! I'm winner.
Are you now?
Winner, chicken dinner. Ooh, chicken dinner.
Yeah, so Panzer, I understand it was a cheap microwavable meal, but I can't say that I've ever had Hunter's Chicken. So I'm pretty sure I've had a version of Hunter's Chicken, which was like a chicken breast with barbecue sauce, cheese and bacon. And I was told that was Hunter's Chicken, but I don't know if that's like the standard Hunter's Chicken or if that was the equivalent of like a Fox's version of Hunter's Chicken.
Oi. My version's the best version.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't. You instantly assumed that I said it wasn't. So, you know.
I instantly assumed that because I know most of my food isn't the best version.
He instantly went for the negative there side, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, you know.
Didn't even give you the chance to redeem yourself.
There is no chance. For you, Tommy, the vote is over. Das ist richtig. Okay, this is slightly challenging. Do. That goes in there, that goes in there. That goes in there. That
It
goes
says
in
it was cheap,
there.
microwavable, and tasted nice.
Yep. Can't beat microwave food, man. Microwave lasagna. It sounds terrible. But it's really nice.
No.
I've had good microwave lasagnas.
Yeah, size making a constructive call there. He's like, no, Fox.
And like you go to Iceland and you get their like 3 foot long sausage casserole or their 3 foot long family lasagna and eat that all by yourself in one go. Oh yes, most acceptable.
No.
Yeah.
But they're so
what's this?
flavourless.
Whoa! What's happening here? Attach with the what now? What's that shape? 34E. Attach the free end of the brake hose to the pin of the rear brake hose. So that needs to go. I do wish all the pictures in the magazine would be the same in the same orientation as the way I've got the thing on the bench. That would be a lot easier.
Well, you could orientate the thing on the bench to match the magazine.
Don't talk nonsense now.
But regardless,
Yes.
Bill Cropper's got a question for you.
Yes, only on a Wednesday.
Do your clip-on lenses?
Yes.
Do they work with varifocals?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm wearing varifocals.
I've got varifocals. Yeah.
There you go, Bill.
Keep in mind the Carson ones that both me and Colin have got in our stores. They are the magnification is in diopters. Is that what it is?
Diopters. Yeah.
So it says plus 0.4. That's not 4 times magnification. That's 4 diopters, which is 2 times magnification. Because the diopter is twice as much, and that's the biggest one I've found is 2 times mag. So if you need more than 2 times mag, these will be no use for you.
But to clarify,
Optimizer.
they are in your Amazon store, yeah?
Yes, they certainly are. Thank you, young padded one.
Link to drop into chat.
Yeah, it's my Amazon store. I can find it.
I'll find it because you're doing stuff.
No, I'll find it now because I'm lovely.
I bet I can find it before.
Although I can't actually put it in chat, so if you go to my Amazon store, it is. Hang on, who was asking?
I've already got it. Dude.
What country is Bill Cropper in? Assuming he's UK.
Yeah, what country are you from, Bill? If you're from the UK
or the US or Canada.
Well, yeah, that is Fox's store for the UK.
I think it's in the Essential Tools Products and something else section, but I can't say for sure.
I haven't found it.
They're in the Essential Tools section. They are the Carson Flippity Floppities. There's also a visor in there and other things.
Flippity flop.
Flippity flop. Super match game bomb.
Nice. Bill has found them in your store.
Yay!
Marcus.
We'll buy 2 pairs. Buy one from my store, one from Colin's store.
Marcus has got what sounds like an awesome meal.
Marcus.
In the belly tonight. Yep.
Belly tonight. Belly tonight. Belly tonight.
So in
Belly
the belly,
tonight. Yes.
he's got a beef fillet with herb mash,
Ooh.
bacon wrapped asparagus,
Ooh.
and gravy. That is right up my alley. That
Oh,
is.
I want that to go right up my alley as well. Thank you very much.
And then the bench, he's made a little bit of progress on the A10.
Ooh.
He sorted the bleed from the painting the invasion stripes, and thankfully it looks a lot better now.
It does, Marcus. I picked it in the brunch for you, mate.
The question is, Marcus, did you fix the bleeding lamp?
Handy tip when you're masking off stripes and stuff, and if you're getting bleed through like that, is it could be the tape, so use good tape, but burnish the edges of the tape down with a cocktail stick before you. Or one other thing I've been told as well is put the tape down, and then like a thin gloss coat, thin varnish coat, because then that seals the edge of the tape then, and it can't bleed under. Also spray directly down onto the tape. Don't spray up alongside it because that pushes the paint under. But yeah, bleed through is a pain in the bum.
And Panzer has updated me. His microwavable Hunter's chicken wasn't the kind that I had, but it sounds much more similar to what you seem to be familiar with, Fox, which was 3 to 4 pieces of chicken in a reddy brown barbecue-ish sauce.
Yes.
Yes.
How the hell am I supposed to screw that on? What?
In your store, by the way, Fox.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. It said 20 pack. Okay, I need to order more blades.
Blades.
But I'm gonna send you a link to update your store.
Yes, if there's something not in my store, just send me the link for the item, and I'll add it to the store.
You've got a pack of 10As for £14, but it's only 20 blades.
Ah, you want 1,000 blades?
You can get 100 blades for £14.98.
Ooh, jolly good.
So I am going to send.
See, this is the downside of an Amazon store. You see, it's all well having an Amazon store with 1 million products, but that means you have to spend all day every day looking at all the products. Because if anything goes out of stock, Amazon doesn't tell you. Because it's not your stock item; it's somebody else's stock item.
Yeah.
No.
That's the only downside of an Amazon store.
I also found the updated blade remover box thingamabobbles.
Ooh, thingamabobbles.
He's good, isn't he?
He is.
Well, I only found them because I was about to buy them from Fox's store, and the original blade removal boxes that he had were out of stock. So, or they were currently or no longer available. So.
Yeah, but that's the downside. So unless you go and check your Amazon store products all the time, which when you've got hundreds of them is not possible, you never know when stuff goes out of stock. Because you just find a link to it and say, right, put this in my store, but that seller might have 3 items. And then there's like 50 other sellers with the same item, but you don't link to them. It links to the specific one, so it's like,
Indeed.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah, I seem to remember in a recent video, Paul Bretland over at International Scale Modeler, he was literally like, I literally spent an entire day updating my Amazon store just with the links.
Yeah.
It's a large term investment. If you
So
really
how
want to
these
keep it up to date.
how these moronic, mindless influencers do all that, I do not know. When they can't, when they can barely even make a video that has more than 1 sentence in it.
Well, the people that are large enough, they hire
Hello,
people
Mama
to do it
Fox.
for them, don't they? Hi, Mum Fox.
Everyone says hello.
Mum.
Mama Fox says hello to everyone.
Bless her.
So after all that, I've totally forgotten what you said you're having for your dinner, Si.
Fajita-loaded chips.
That's it, fajita loaded things.
Nice.
They are very tasty.
I don't know what we're having yet.
They're tasty. No.
They're waffly versatile. Yes. Last night we had Italian takeout again because Mama Fox likes it.
Oh, did you?
But the night before we had Italian takeout because Mama Fox likes it.
So,
I don't know what we're having tonight.
the gluten that the missus had eaten. So we had a takeaway night on Friday.
Yes.
Because we have 1 takeaway a month, which is reasonable, and we had KFC, and I was so disappointed. You know when you get KFC gravy, but it's as thin as milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so disappointing. KFC gravy needs to be like thick and gloopy, and it just wasn't.
The thing about KFC, right? You know the worst thing about KFC, because I love KFC. But do you know the worst thing about KFC, which is not a good thing you should say about anybody, is that it's always exciting when your order arrives and you've actually got everything you ordered.
Yeah, we had that the other day.
That is true.
Because it's like, you know, we ordered KFC, right, and all Mama Fox wants is 1 mash, some of the popcorn chicken sprinkled in, and a little bit of chips. That's all she wants. But more often than not, you place your order and they don't include the mash. Or they just give you extra chips and no mash. Or you don't get the popcorn chicken. And it's like, oh, for crying out loud.
In my experience, ever since they brought in the mash, it seems to be incredibly confusing for the members of staff, who seem to always interpret the mash as a side dish. And if I ever order the mash, it's to replace the fries.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten mash and fries before, where I wanted mash and gravy, and I'm just like, what's going on? And they were like, oh yeah, mash is a side order, and I'm just thinking, no one wants to order mash and still have fries. Mash is surely a replacement for the fries.
I do. I have mash and fries.
Well, you're the person that's making it difficult for everyone else then.
The thing is though, why
are we not surprised?
The problem is not that they do that. It's just that they don't. The problem is I get the impression that MASH is a bit like McDonald's milkshake. They can't be arsed cleaning the machine out, and they just go, yeah, we haven't got it. Give them chips instead.
What do you mean the machine? I'm pretty sure they just have to put it in little pots and then in the microwave.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, I reckon they just have like a big box full of the little pots of MASH. But somewhere there's like a machine that makes it, and yeah, they just think, yeah, I can't be asked cleaning it. We'll just be out of stock. And it's like, oh god. Oh. So it's almost like occasionally Mum and Foxx would be like, should we have KFC tonight? I'm like, really? You wanna risk it, knowing that we probably won't get anything that we ordered?
Yeah, that is the biggest downfall of KFC. At least they're like online, like delivery or Uber. Like I can't actually remember a time when.
Ooh, look at that, Springy.
When they got the order correct. We went and collected this order in person the other day, and it was still wrong. And the only reason I caught it was because I checked the order before we left.
Oh yeah, you have to check your KFC order.
Yeah, but
what makes it worse is when you do it, because when I order it, I do it through Just Eat, because I've got Deliveroo and Just Eat that can do KFC to my house from my local KFC, but Deliveroo just never seems to be. It always says not open at the minute. Always says this store is not doing deliveries. Okay, I'll go to Just Eat because they are. And Just Eat, the number of times I put it through Just Eat, and that'll be like, it'll be ready in half an hour, and it says the driver is at the restaurant. The driver is at the restaurant. An hour later, cancelled.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. Like, did the poor bastard sit there at the restaurant for half an hour, and then they just said, we can't do it now.
Which at that time of night is really annoying.
Yeah.
Like, it might be a controversial opinion, but
that's a controversial opinion. That is.
My personal taste is that
I attached the brake hose, by the way. I'm going to super glue it in place now.
You'll get there in the end, Si.
Carry on.
Yeah. My personal taste is that KFC is the nicest out when you're considering KFC, Burger King, and McDonald's. KFC is the nicest of the three.
Yeah, but unfortunately, staffed by teenagers that can't even spell their own name.
They never get orders right.
Nope.
So, yeah.
I must admit, when I go into a KFC in person, especially when I didn't know anything about KFC when I first started getting KFC, it was kind of weird. I often got like a bit of fear about ordering because I didn't know what anything was, and I'd be like, and all I wanted, right? I've said this before. I go in and be like, right, I really want something with chicken drumsticks. I love their drumsticks. The drumsticks are great. I can sit and eat their drumsticks all day. And I really wish you could just get a bucket of drumsticks.
Yeah.
And what I hate from them is that when you get half a chicken and it's just all bones and you've got to fart around getting the meat off the bone. So you go in and it's like, I really want that, but I don't know what you mean by chicken pieces. Is it a drumstick? Is it a fillet? Is it a thing on a bone? So I'm always put off by that.
The chicken pieces would be their original recipe chicken, which would be, what is it? So they've got the keel, which is like that top part from both breasts.
Yeah, that's the bit I don't like because you've got bones and nonsense to deal with. It's like...
well, that's got the bone that just runs down the middle and it's easy to eat. But then you get that bit that's half breast, and it contains like half of a chicken's rib cage on it.
No one likes half a breast. Come on.
No. And then you get the thigh, and then you get the drumstick, which is of course the best bit.
I've attached the rear leaf springs and shock absorbers, by the way. Look.
Woo!
Proud of you, soldier.
And I've superglued the brake. And I've superglued the brake lining cable on thing.
Okay, keep working, Foxx, but in silence whilst I read the chat.
Yeah, carry on, Si.
So Joseph Kelly in the belly.
Joseph, you read that rhyme.
He's hyperactive.
Oh wait! No! Joseph Kelly
In the belly.
No! On the bench.
Oh.
He's done bench and bench, not bench and belly.
No.
So on the bench, he's got big fat, salty, greasy corned beef sandwich on rye bread with an IPA.
Oh.
But that's on the bench, so I'm going to assume he's currently eating it.
I really want a beer now.
And on the actual bench, in terms of working, he's painting the livery on a scratch-built cargo ship.
Ooh, scratch-built cargo ship. Holy cow!
And an update on the lamp, the ever-tortured lamp of Marcus Brooke. So he's not touched the lamp in weeks.
Good man.
It's been burning solid for 3 weeks straight. So basically, his lamp is getting revenge by causing his energy bill to rise.
Yeah.
Which is quite the punishment in today, with today's energy prices.
Yeah, in today's economic climate. Yeah. Bit of a punishment, that.
Jeff just has one thing to say, and that is chicken blobs.
Chicken blobs.
Chicken blobs.
Oh.
My favourite blobs, chicken blobs.
Sounds interesting, Jeff. Discuss.
Chicken blobs are my favourite blobs.
Chicken blob.
My favourite part of the chicken, the blob. Right, where's this supposed to go? There. Okay. Slide the tyre valve onto the small pin. Sliding. Oh, yes. Put the latter on the outside of the tyre. I like the fact it says inside and outside on the tyre.
Well, that is probably quite helpful.
I think it actually says that on real tyres as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming.
I would imagine, or at least with some tyre manufacturers, you would like to think so.
Hello, Mama Foxx.
Hi, Mama Fox.
Hi, Mum.
She can't hear anybody, bless her. Insert the tyre side of the rim. Usually line the holes and pins. Rim. Rim. 1, 2. This always confuses me for no reason whatsoever. You've got 3 pins.
Dear.
You've got 3 pins and 3 holes, and then my brain just goes, I can't line them up. In fact, no, you've got 2 pins and 3 holes. That makes no sense at all and confuses me even more. What?
Good news, guys. We've got an update on Quano Men's bench and belly.
Oh, yes.
Good man. What you got?
Yes. So apparently in the belly he's got the neighbour's cat, and on the bench he's got fur.
Yay. Right.
Good man.
3 screw holes. 3
And yes,
holes.
Panzer has pointed out that in terms of the KFC mashed potatoes, any resemblance to real potatoes is just coincidence.
No. You know why KFC mashed potatoes are the best?
Sorry, what was that? What was that, Jim, from the Vicar of Dibley? No.
No. There's one reason that will only apply to a certain number of people, but there's one reason that KFC mashed potato is actually the best mashed potato. And it's a very specific reason. And that is because it is basically exactly the same as the mashed potato you used to get in the 1970s and 80s in primary school. You used to get that little dome of mashed potato.
Yeah.
It tastes exactly the same, and that's the only reason that KFC is the best mashed potato, because it tastes just like that. And I've not had that since I was a kid. And also, Mama Foxx made a smell. I can smell it from here.
Stinky. Has she got old person gut?
She's got flipping,
horrendous.
She's got canal Navi's gut, it seems.
Damn.
How is that not going together? What?
Dear. He's got something that's not going together, folks. It's going to go wrong.
Technological difficulties here.
What? Wow.
That goes together like that.
Wag.
Is not a problem. So if I do that, and that.
This is where it all goes wrong now. Sorry.
Smells a bit like Boba Fett, this tyre.
Earth, would you know what Boba Fett smells?
I mean the Kenner 1970s Boba Fett figure that was made in Spain that smelled different because it was made of a different plastic than the one made in the US or by Palitoy.
He really needs to get out more, doesn't he?
I did some research. When I was a kid, I used to have a Boba Fett, and it had a weird smell, but none of my other Star Wars figures did. And now I'm older, I did some research. I'm like, I remember that. I'm going to do some research. So I Googled it, and it was like, other people said, yep, some of them had a funny smell. And apparently it was like one manufacturer in Spain that was licensed to make some Star Wars figures. Used a different plastic to Palitoy in the UK or Kenner in the US. And that's why, because I had this memory of it. Like, I remember them smelling really weird, but it can't have just have been me. And it's like, no, it really was. Wait, they give me 4 screws, and I've got, oh, I see, yeah, 4 screws and 3 holes.
God, all those 1970s advert. Planet of the Apes, model figures, 99p for Palatoy.
Palatoy.
Has joined us in the stream. Good afternoon, Joel.
Who else?
Hello, Joel.
Oh, hey, Joel.
How you doing, mate?
Joel Grit.
Hello. Und now für them tiny schools in Deauville. Ja, das ist richtig.
Now, folks, it's that time of the day. We've got 29 people watching, which is awesome, but we've only got 16 likes. If you would all kindly click on that like button so we can push the stream out to maybe new eyes that may be just getting into modelling or members of the Boom Hut that are browsing YouTube.
There we go.
That would be awesome sauce.
YouTube.
The YouTubes.
I've now got the music from Starfleet in my head. Starfleet. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. That was a really crap series. Theme tune written by Brian May.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it lasted like 1 or 2 seasons or something. It was Japanese puppet type stuff. It was like a Japanese version of a Jerry Anderson thing, but it was terrible. It really was terrible. You probably recognise it as soon as you saw it, but it was pretty bad.
Yeah, you are talking to the bloke who's only watched about 10 minutes of one Gundam episode.
No, Starfleet was on. Was over here. It wasn't. And it was like that. It was like, it was in the Terrorhawks era. It's a bit like Terrorhawks, but like terrible.
Oh damn! Ever since I mentioned likes, we lost 2 viewers. I think I broke people.
I made the wheel.
Woo!
Beep, beep, beep. See how it's round and earthy.
Wheelie, wheelie, wheelie. Proud of you, mate.
Ah, I'm on track now. Track. No, it doesn't work, does it? It says, attach the wheel onto the left of the rear axle. Boop. There we go. Except that's the wrong way up. There we go.
So proud of you, mate. So proud of you.
I love the way it says, now you've got 3 wheels on your chassis, store it for next week. And it's like, hang on, but I've got 3 wheels. It's going to be...
Yeah, it's got to be skew-whiffed.
Yeah, just nonsense. So I need to put it on this side.
Shonky wonky, mate. Can't have
Shonky wonky donkey. I'll put it that way for a moment. So it says, put it on that side. Slide the wheel you've just tumbled onto the left side of the rear axle.
Apparently, as well, Quantum Man has already stuck his thumb up you, Fox. That's why you're sitting a bit wonky.
Yeah. I'll do like a mathematician and work it out with a pencil. I need an IM screw and a 1F washer. Let's put this flat, shall we? Just because it's just going to ask for trouble if I don't. IM screw and a 1F. We've got the washer there. It'd be good to get 4 wheels on this so it can actually just sit on its own wheels and not be bending the floor pan as it has been for the last few months.
That would be ideal, yeah.
Well, I've had the front wheels on, so I've had to have like a... What is it? In effect, it's actually a pack of lockpicks. I don't... Just a lockpick set. Holding it, I don't know, probably bending it out of shape.
Floor pan bandage.
Floor pan bandage. Buy lockpicks for all your floor pan straightening needs. They're quite nice lockpicks as well. I've got no idea what to do with them.
Pick locks.
Yeah, yeah, pretty.
No, I mean how to use them to do the thing that I need them to do. I've got some wigglers. Was it a jiggler? A jiggler.
Yeah, jigglers.
Jigglers. I've got a jiggler.
Jiggle your tumblers, folks.
Nothing on 1. Click on 2. 1M and 41F. That goes in there like that, you see. Then we need to somehow find somewhere to hold this without pulling out all my brake cables. And then we need to apply the screw to the spinny things. That is richtig. It's one of these special screws that is the one screw that's the different size to my screwdriver set. God damn it.
Oh, right. The one that is going to shear off when you put any bit of pressure on it.
I just dropped my little washer in the oil. Come out of the oil, little washer. There you go. Some tissue and clean it.
Oil. Like that.
Let me show. Oh, no, that'd be 2 hours. That's to stop copyright, yeah. Is that why you did that then, Si?
Yep.
But you stood up a little bit ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll stand up again in a sec because I shall make a cup of brewski.
You love to rub it in, don't you?
No, he prefers to drink it.
I saw what he did, Si. That's why I didn't mock.
What? What? I did nothing. What?
I've always preferred wattage to voltage.
What?
No, volts did.
To quote Craftsman. What?
What?
Oh, I watched that latest Craftsman video, Cole.
Oh yeah. I know. Adorbs, isn't it?
Even little silly things he does are adorable. Craftsman, he's so dreamy.
Craftsman.
Yep, he's so dreamy.
Craftsman at the
Get a room.
You've watched Craftsman. You ended up watching every single video on his channel in one go. Admit it.
I think I watched like 2, and I was like, yeah, this is quite cool. But the simple facts, the fact that Foxx likes it means I can't.
You lie.
Yeah.
You lie.
No.
You love Craftsman. You want his babies.
Craftsman.
You love him. You want to kiss him. Oh, it's too tight. There you go.
But you are one stage away.
I don't know what that means.
From literally saying something like, Cyan Craftsman sitting in the tree,
K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Yeah.
I was about to say that. I may or may not have been about to say that.
The thing is, Si, he would have done the actions as well, wouldn't he?
That's probably true.
Oh, drop me bit. Hang on.
That's weird. I've got to send something to Colin Tree Road.
Well, I know why Braintree is called Braintree, but there's a tree that looks like Colin.
Apparently so. And it's in London as well, which is even more conspicuous.
Welcome to London.
Yeah. And what's your address? That's the Colin Tree Lane, isn't it?
Colin, house, Colin Lane, Colin. Behind the radiators, yeah.
I am Studage Uppage.
Good girl.
Hey, I'm getting good at this.
What's your address, Colin? Well, it's one of them. Yay!
Pardon me.
Chips are done, wait for the sausage.
I'm certainly not waiting for your sausage. Thank you very much.
Diddly bum, bum.
No, I don't want you to diddle my bum. That's the problem.
Super match game. What am I doing? I just get this bit on here, but it refuses to attach.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I can do this. I can do this. I don't want to push it on too hard though, because I know what these guys are like. They'll say it later on. Right, now you need to remove the rear wheel, but I can't get that bit off that I pushed on. I've pushed it on now. I can't get it off ever again. Never mind. Wheel on. A little bit tight and stiff, but not like I'm going to be trundling it around on the bench anywhere. Right, please tell me the next issue is the next wheel, because that's a real quick build. Right, that's it. You have now attached the rear axle to the chassis. You have also assembled the left rear wheel and mounted it on your model. Brilliant. Sometimes they put the weirdest little paragraphs at the end of the build. I was saying this last night. There's literally at one point where they say, you have now completed this assembly. You can look at your model. Okay. It literally said, you can look at your model. Oh, all right. Brilliant. I wasn't going to look at it.
Thank
Brilliant.
you for permission.
It's like, oh no, I looked at it early. I've got to send the whole thing back. No. Right, what's the next one? I'm going to guess this is a wheel then. Super Match Game! There's a load of information about the movies that I haven't watched yet, so I'll skip past that.
You're never going to watch them.
I'm never going to watch him. Come on. It's never going to happen. That's not going to happen. Oh, I forgot to say, by the way, you know how you're going to make sure that I get to watch certain TV series via various methods?
Yes, dear.
Sorry, Reynolds. I missed one out. There was... what was it? Star Trek The New Adventures or whatever it's called. There was the other one, The Hello.
Yes.
But there's also Star Trek Prodigy. That's already airing at the minute. It's the animated one. The animated one with Janeway in it.
I didn't even know that was airing yet.
Yeah. I saw. They actually released the first episode on YouTube, and it's like, this is really good. It's actually really, really good.
Okay, cool. Well, I will definitely be obtaining that because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to watch that as well. I just
It's
didn't
actually-
realise-
I mean, the animation in the first episode was actually really outstanding. It blows the chunks off any of the Star Wars animations. It's like, wow.
Nice.
And you know what? It looks like young Catherine Janeway.
Nice.
They've got it really nice. It just looks like really good quality animation. I've already got. I can watch Lower Decks on Amazon,
Yeah.
and I can watch Picard because annoyingly Picard is free on Amazon Prime. Discovery, I had to pay it for the latest season, even though the previous 2 seasons were free. It's weird. And I think, as far as I know, but Below Deck should still be free for the next season. It has been so far.
Is Major Kira free?
Major Kira is always free for you, Cole. You know that. She's always free in your mind.
Absolutely.
Colin's mind is a love nest.
Yeah, Major Kira and Intendant Kira.
Yeah. And maybe Esri Dax, but you haven't met Esri Dax yet, I don't think. Maybe Esri Dax, but I don't know for sure. Big tyre!
Major swingage, isn't it?
Can't tell you how hard these tyres actually are. It's like, ow, 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 ow. They're really rock hard. Rock hard tyres! Only on Stars. I just need Disney. Basically, I just
You
need.
are inwardly happy, aren't you?
I am. Well, I'm still really happy from when I did their little nuts and bolts on the clamps on the axle. That made me so joyous and excited that I'm in a silly mood now.
Oh, they are good.
I've just got like a shit-eating grin and everything. It's brilliant. Which I love that tool so much. I'll never have to use it again. But look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, I had one of those in my little Kawasaki Ninja Bike little nut.
Yep.
Little socket. It was like so cool.
But it's the fact I've had to attach nuts to things. I'm all giddy and I can't get rid of it now. La 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 la. Right, so let's have a look. I'm going to guess it's Build the Wheel.
So how many more episodes of that you got to go then? I can imagine quite a few.
How many have I got to go? Well, I'm on issue 42 and I think there's 100.
Oh, you're not bad. You're not doing bad.
Because I still have like the interior and the entire body shell and everything else to do. Yet, so I think we'll probably get into the point when we built the entire engine. We'll get to the point where it's the pointless busy work section.
Yeah.
Like in the Iron Man build where it says, take this piece, put this piece inside it, and then the next issue, put a screw in that piece. Yeah, they're kind of, there's been a few bits like that in the Iron Man build. Wow, this is the 4th wheel I've built, and at this point it tells me the wheel you're assembling is a replica of the one installed on Dom Toretto's Dodge Charger in the film. You're telling me this now? It's a Continental Sport Contact, 255 445 R18 and 285 50 R18. The tyre markings have been faithfully reproduced on all 4 of your model's tyres. But why are you telling me this now, 50 issues in?
Quano Man would like to thank you very much for showing him your little tool. His life is complete now.
Look at my enormous tool. I've come to fix your washing machine. Please take off all your clothes.
If you'd like to see Fox's other little tool, you could become a member of his Patreon or YouTube.
He's good. He is really
I am
good,
reading
isn't he?
words on a page. And I also like the fact that for the first time in all 4 wheels were built, it actually says, note that the tyre says outside on the outside. Oh, hang on. Back in a sec. Back in a minute, Zed.
Telling bone, telling bone.
Yeah. It might even have a direction arrow, but normally they have inside outside, don't they? So
Yeah, but we didn't need to tell him that. It's just not
he's
as
proud
fun.
of himself. He's doing automotive tech, mate.
He just gets so enamoured when he works it out.
Yeah, he's so easily pleased, mate. Lovely. Yeah, bless him. He doesn't get out much, that's what it is, so.
It's very true. But then again, none of us really do.
No. Absolutely. Yeah, we had a KFC last week, and the one thing they missed off was the chicken from me boy's meal. And it's like, how can you miss chicken from a KFC?
Which is your main selling point and product?
Yeah, it's like, really? They had one job. That's all they could do.
You saw Fox's little tool on his secret OnlyFans account, Dan. Did that not scar you for life?
Yeah.
Oh, I could change that. I could change it, Panzer. Fox being in a good mood, but I feel it would be more comical if I just got him to spend a load of money on Forge Worlds.
Oh yeah. It's always good.
I feel at the moment he'd be quite receptive to spending money because he's.
I'm back.
He's back.
Yes, I have to have the phone up here when I'm doing these live streams because my brother calls from the States on a Sunday for Mama Fox, and it's like she wouldn't hear the phone and she wouldn't know what button to press.
Fair.
So I have to call.
And
yeah,
Marcus
that's a good
Bruin.
point, sorry.
I'll have to go again in a minute because she's going to let me know when she's finished the call because she always presses the wrong button and leaves the call open.
Is it your brother in the States as well?
Yes, yeah, and it's him that calls.
That would be very expensive.
Yeah, I've been sat here occasionally heard wee wee. I'll be like, oh, you've missed the button again. Yeah.
Marcus Bruin would like to compliment your war rig, Cole, because he says
thanks,
it looks
Marcus.
awesome, and it does look awesome.
It does look awesome.
Getting there. It's getting there. It's just defining bits and pieces. I'm going to prime all my other little squigs later, so they'll all be ready, and I can start painting them. But I'm at that sticking the skulls on the base stage. So.
I'm looking at how much a war rig is because you've made me want one.
It's a few pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, what you'll do, Si, is you'll look at the numbers and you'll say, that's a very big number, but look at the squig purchase. It doesn't really matter what the number is because you're going to buy it anyway.
It's not actually that bad from memory.
Have a look at it, then look at the squig off, giant squig off, and then go back and get the war rig.
No, I know how much the squig off is.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, but you use the squig off as a reason to buy the war rig because it's cheaper. See, logic. Did I miss much while I was away?
No, we was just killing time till we got back, mate.
No.
But it's £68.
Yeah.
But it is.
As a credit card machine, you just spent money, or that's a 3D printer.
Yeah.
No, that is my print. See, funnily enough, I have actually made £72 on eBay today.
Yeah.
So,
What did you sell? Was it rude? Was it porn?
No.
Yeah,
Shiny
boring.
cardboard.
Shiny cardboard. Ba.
Why wasn't it porn? That's what we need to know.
Then again, why would you sell porn? You'd keep porn. You wouldn't sell porn. That'd be crazy talk.
It's tempting. There's a couple of variations in it, is there not?
There is a couple of variations, but
Is there a couple of variations?
Me being me, I don't do options, do I? I just put everything that was in the box on the kill rig.
You don't do options, you do assemblies.
Yeah, so pretty much everything that came in the box is on it.
This tyre also smells like Boba Fett.
And of course, Marcus, look, you got Raggy as well, mate. Raggy has
Raggy?
made an appearance.
See what I did there? Did you see what I did there?
I am impressed, mate.
What I did there, did you see it?
I did.
Good.
I did.
Good.
But yeah, I just thought, what with that, because the whole shelf is going to be done as terrain, and then I can have, oh, look at the cute little squid. And all of these, because he's got big Terminator leg.
Look at the squigularity.
So yeah, got all of these to go with it, Marcus, as well, mate. So yeah, you just know that it's going to be. Yeah.
You've built the better one, because the two versions appear to not have the guy standing on the back.
Yeah. Yeah, and to me, he's quite a chunky looking dude. It's like, yeah, and you got to have him on the back.
Yeah.
Whereas the version that you built is, well, it is the second version. It's just got all of the gubbins on it.
Yeah.
And the other
that's me,
version is
innit?
just a stripped down version.
No, we're falling out. Hang on. Let's go back in. Hang on. Momentary moment, folks. Ah, la 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 la.
It's a big kit for what
There
you
we
get,
go.
mate, to be honest with you. And, you know, if you want to get one, I will happily send you a bit of raggy.
You guys didn't even realise I've fallen out, did you?
Yeah, we
actually.
did. We just
Thank you very much.
mocked you whilst you wasn't in. The entire
God damn
internet
it.
giggled at your expense.
Internet.
So yeah, it's an interesting little build, Si. I think it'll be right up your street, mate.
Well, let me get a coin.
You're gonna have a toss off. That sounded
Wait.
so wrong.
Whoa,
Hey!
whoa. Thank God he's only audio.
I'm going to order one. But, wait.
Ooga.
I'm going to have to do this.
Ugh.
Hi, guys!
Hello.
Boyan.
Whoa, face.
Okay, your tails.
Yeah.
And Colin, your heads.
Hang on,
Yeah.
what the choice is? Tails is what? Heads is what?
So your tails, Colin is heads. Whichever one it lands on, I'll order on your affiliate link.
Okay.
Yeah.
From that was a shit flip.
Shit flip.
Can you see that? Oh
No.
wait, no you can't. It's tails.
Lovely.
Who's that? Is that Collins?
That was Colin.
Good lad.
Thank you very much.
Hi guys!
Hello,
Bye.
Simon. I love you.
The man actually has a face. Believe it or not.
Missing you already.
Yeah,
Come back now.
I'll think about it.
Like in the blue barnet.
Yeah, I love that hair. I love the blue streak. I used to have a skunk stripe, so I always approve of coloured streaks and things like
Well,
that.
I don't know.
I do.
Bearing in mind,
I don't know anything about.
I did my video interview for BT today.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to perceive the coloured hair, but the coloured hair
Oh,
is me.
flange magnet, bugger arse,
He's
bugger.
done something wrong.
No, I've just spent ages lining up the bloody wheel to get the screws together, and while I've been doing that, the little thing fell out.
Oh,
It's like a real bugger to get these two to fit together, but while I've been farting around, the little air valve pinged out, and I've just managed to get them all lined up and everything. God damn it! Thanks,
but yeah.
Obama.
Yeah, wouldn't it be classed as discrimination now if they had a problem with it?
You know, I don't actually know, but I thought to myself, I'm just going to do it, and at the end of the day, I often have coloured hair, and it is me, and it's the way that I express myself.
Right, I'm going to super glue this little git in, I think.
So, take it or leave it. And I purposefully wore a short sleeve shirt as well, so
Yeah.
my tats were out because, again, my tats are part of me, so they're meant to be hiring me as a person, not my tattoos
No.
or hair
As
colour.
I said, my tattoos never affected my ability to do my job. Don't get me wrong, if it was investors coming round, then I always was suited and booted anyway, but you know, the rest of the time it was never really an issue because nothing on me is offensive to anyone. So
I think depending on the job, I think some employers can still require certain things, like, you know,
absolutely, that's what I was saying about investors. You know, if it was that sort of thing.
if you're applying to be a funeral director employee, you probably didn't want to have somebody with like goth stuff going on all the place and spikes and things like that. I suppose there
Yeah,
are.
but
There's reasonable
that sort
things
of
and there's
thing-
not reasonable
that
stuff.
sort of thing you would take out. You know?
Yeah,
We're talking ink, which is
Yeah.
a totally different
yes.
ball game. But
Ball.
you know, if I had F off across me forehead, I'd expect to have problems. You know. I sometimes wish I did have F off written across me forehead, but that's a different matter.
Oh, see, Panzer said they're probably thinking our internet colours are crap. I did wear obviously the BT logo is purple, and I did consider. So I wore a purple tie.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't see because I had my headset on, but my earlobes are stretched to 30 mil.
Oh, you're on 30s. Oh, you're on 15s. Yeah.
I am on 30s, so I had my purple tunnels in.
Yeah.
And I did consider dyeing my hair purple, but I didn't really have time. I had a time limit on when I had to get it done.
Yeah.
But yeah, company colours and all that.
You're good.
But yes, I am. For anyone wondering, I am that sad. I do color coordinate my my stretched ear jewelry to a tie if I'm wearing a tie.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
But you know,
To me, it makes perfect sense.
well, exactly. It's like, you know, you tend to match your shoes to your belt and whatnot. It's the same thing.
Have we gone from talking about pooping to going to like colour coordinating your outfits?
Yeah, but if you want to go back to pooping, I'm
No,
I'm
not
all
particularly.
about gut health.
Not particularly.
I've been very disciplined because it's pre-watershed, so I didn't.
Yeah, it's not like my Friday show where my monetisation was killed instantly.
That was nothing to do. That was nothing to do with me.
Have you actually checked? Have you still got your monetization?
No, I haven't.
All right. Well, I will super chat you next week.
I can appeal it. It's not a problem.
No,
This is doing my head in. This is.
I will super chat you next week.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's half the reason I often do super chats on Friday nights because it's a more freeing stream then if we can
Absolutely.
swear and whatnot.
I'll
You
probably
still earn a
go
little bit of
down the
money.
road of not actually monetising the stream in the future.
No, you should monetize everything because you never know what you'll get away with.
You kill it anyway.
I do nothing of this.
You do. It's not on your channel. It's not impacting you. It's let's kill these monetisation.
I wasn't the
You're
one that said
wicked.
I wasn't the one that said the rude words or whatever on
You said
Friday.
rude words as well.
Only after everybody else has said rude words. So that by that point, there's a horse and a stable and a thing. And
Quano's saying, just lean your forehead this way. I totally promise this marker pen isn't permanent. Yeah, absolutely. Panzer Cat says I can soon resurrect size £2 poop. Are you having a hissy fit there?
I'm having trouble with this bloody wheel.
I was
Go at an angle.
I tried to ignore the rage and make conversation over it, so it didn't become a subject.
Tis funny though, isn't it? So?
It's a little bit funny.
It tasks me, and I shall have it. Right, I'm on a winner now. Right, shut up. Where's that screw gone? There it is.
I'm pretty sure, Muse, if they specifically said something along the lines of,
There we go.
we're
I'm
not
in.
hiring you because of your tats or your hair colour, that is definitely something that I can sue against.
Yes.
But I still think, especially in some of the larger companies, they just don't say it. They still discriminate. They just don't vocalize it.
Yeah.
They just
But,
go, well, he wasn't successful. They won't go into reasons. And
But,
it can be quite frustrating, can't it? Because at the end of the day, you don't always get jobs on merit and your talent. You get it on whether you tick the ethnic box, whether you're ticking whatever particular box their HR department needs to have ticked. And I've seen that before, and it is wrong.
It is, because I hate discrimination and I hate everything about it.
Absolutely.
But where companies now, they are so aware of discrimination, I think there is a risk of it actually going the other way.
Oh yeah.
Where they're actually discriminating against everyone else because they are so aware.
Oh, absolutely. I don't have an issue with anyone's race, creed, sexuality or anything. But I have worked in a company where, because they had fallen behind on some of the, how can we say, the different categories of employee, there were some openings that came up and they deliberately made sure they went to ethnic minorities just so that they could fulfil their quota.
Yeah, and that's wrong, man.
And I think that's wrong, not only for the people that didn't get a look in, but also for the person they chose, because they haven't got that job on merit. They've been singled out because they've ticked an appropriate box, so they've still been discriminated against. And
it's total poop. People, discrimination in this day and age is ridiculous. People should just, in terms of hiring, people should just be hired because they're the right person for the job. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you've got tattoos. I don't care if you've got coloured hair. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. I don't care if you've got a disability that no one can see. I would want to hire the right person for the job.
It's that saying, isn't it? You see it in most tattoo studios. People with tattoos don't discriminate against people without tattoos.
No.
And we don't. You know, it's live and let live. I've got friends absolutely hate tattoos, you know, but that's their personal preference, and I respect that. But likewise, they should respect my choice.
Time to get the makeshift hammer out.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm gonna nip off because the missus just got home and I've got dinner to cook and stuff.
Yeah,
Cook
no
your
worries,
dinner.
Si.
Thank you for coming in, Si, and being the voice of something.
The voice of something.
The voice
I will
of
catch you guys
common
later.
sense and reason. Take care, Si. Love to your missus, mate.
But,
Yeah, big hugs
love
all
you
round.
Bye. Missing you already.
Bye.
You do realise what this means, Foxx?
What's that? Oh, we got to do our own
Yeah,
chat.
you guys have got to read chat now.
Oh,
Yeah,
bollocks.
we've been left in charge.
I know why it's not fitting.
Oh dear.
This is all going to go horribly wrong.
Yeah, we apologise to each and every one of you immediately.
We don't really, because we do it for the lulz. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, we know we're bad. We don't deliberately do it. It's just we're useless.
We just know we're useless. Lesson number one in life: know what you're good at and try and avoid doing that
And stick
because it's
with
funnier.
it,
Yeah, do something else instead because it's funnier.
Oh, why don't you?
Why don't
Why
you
don't you?
switch off the television set and go and do something less boring instead? More 1980s TV.
Muse is coming up with that epic statement. I bet Foxx is going to break something.
No.
Yeah.
It was, unfortunately, true to my form. I've returned to it's averaging out to the mean. It is returning to the mean because it was me doing it wrong.
Right. What was the issue you had then? Was it the rims
I had
not
it
lining up?
No, I couldn't get the inner and outer rims to line up together.
Yeah.
But it's because I actually had the outer rim in the wrong place, so the valve was sticking and catching in the wrong place.
Panzer's off. He says, alas, I must leave. Time to head to work. Take care, Panzer.
Take care, Panzer.
Mind how you go, mate. Always nice to see you about, buddy.
Yeah. There we go. Well, it's amazing when you get it lined up properly in the correct position. It actually goes together like a dream.
It's amazing how that all fits together, mate. When that
Yeah,
happens,
there was no problem at all with that. It just 3 screws, bang, there you go, perfect. Who knew if you put the wrong bit in the wrong place it wouldn't fit? Shut up. What? It's really good. That was really easy.
Are you tired now?
Yeah, it's a well-tread route.
I know. We're getting worse, aren't we?
I know. It's too much pressure. Where are we up to? Anything else in her chat?
I just said goodbye to Panzer because Panzer's off.
Yeah. Is there anything else we missed earlier on?
Lynn says, one of my interviews, they asked me if I had anything against people of race. I said, I don't care about race because we're in the same species. Yeah, another one I've noticed, and I know of a few people that have been asked this in interviews. I won't say who, but where the interviewer will ask them whether they're straight, gay, you know, that sort of thing. And it's like, I didn't think an employer was allowed, or a potential employer was allowed to ask that type of question. I thought that fell under don't ask, don't tell, you know?
No, I think it falls under, it's got no business of yours at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think they are nowadays.
Well, it's funny you should say that because this is recently, within the last month.
I mean, I know. I suppose some employers might ask because they, if you think about it, I suppose logically, if you think about it, if you want to know how inclusive the employment market is, it's probably helpful if employers know how many people of either an ethnic group or a sexual preference or religion or whatever they have. So they might just be there asking just to say, you know, are you X, Y, or Z?
Yeah.
And we can say, yeah, we have 25 employees who are, you know,
ticking the boxes, yeah.
Well, not necessarily that, but it might be if somebody says, you know, are you an equal opportunity employee? Yeah, we've got 35 people of this, and we've got 25 people of that, and we've got 75. So maybe it's just for their own, so they know that they can say they've got that. I don't know.
Yeah, I just found it strange, you know, in this day and age, that people would still be asked that type of question, because I don't see it as relevant. Like I've said before, you know, someone's preference, I wouldn't be, you know, it doesn't bother me. You know, my last job, I worked with a gay guy, one of the nicest blokes you'd ever want to meet. You know, and I don't understand why there's still this issue these days, why people need to know. I don't walk into a pub and go, oh, just to let you know, I'm a heterosexual guy.
No. Actually, I don't know. I mean,
wrong.
maybe, some of it nowadays might just be so they know they are employing a good, wide, diverse range of people, which I fully support.
Absolutely. It shouldn't matter, I think.
No, it shouldn't matter at all.
Discrimination of that sort should be banished to the days of Noah and his ark.
It's like, can you do the job? Yep, good, you've got the job. There you go.
That's where it belongs, isn't it? Yeah.
This wheel might be a bit looser. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I am spreading glue badly on a base, but
Well, why don't you spread it goodly? Would that not be better?
Random, because I want it to look random.
Oh, right, I see. Ah. Oh, what is it? PVA stuff for texture?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm approaching 4 wheels.
Oh, are you really?
2 wheels good, 4 wheels much better.
Have you done that suspension jiggle yet?
Hang on. I've got to make sure you have assembled the rear right wheel and attached it to your model. Thank you. Thank you for telling me what I've just done. That's brilliant. There we go. So I now have, actually, 4 wheels.
Oh, mate, I'm impressed. Absolutely.
It's got the up and downies on the back and up and downies on the front a little bit.
Yeah, Muse says, yeah, I answer that with, yeah, man, happy as fuck, gonna walk off. Good girl.
Yeah, it's not really going up and down much. But then again, it's not got 8 kilograms of the rest of the model of the car on there
Absolutely.
yet. So. And even the steering thing works, look, very slightly.
Oh, I'm impressed, mate.
Ever so very
Proud of you,
slightly.
soldier.
Yeah, that's 4 issues I've done today.
Absolutely.
Only got 4 left to go, and that might be electronics.
Dan says, I once got asked if I was gay, and like a total muppet, I replied, well, I'm sort of jolly. I can remember my brother in a tailor's, right, asked by the tailor, which side do you dress on, sir? And he says, in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
I was like, no, Tony, don't mean that, mate.
Yeah, it's not quite what he meant, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, bless
I'm
him.
quite pleased with that.
But no, I mean, my youngest lad is gay, and you know, it frustrates me when I hear him talk about some of the discrimination that he's had to face, and I don't get it in this day and age. I didn't think it was.
There's no need.
Issue.
There's no need. There's no need for any of it. But you have to remember that I've just dropped that screw randomly in a box. I don't know which one. There's no need for any of it. But you have to remember that 99% of people are morons.
Yeah.
Or rather 95. Let's say 95%. Nobody watching now, of course. But
yeah,
95% of people are morons. So
I said to him, God help them if they do it in my presence, because I'd have a huge issue with it. Because
HM. Where's HM?
And Martin that I used to work with used to get it all the time, you know, and you just sort of think, oh, really, you know.
No need for any kind of any prejudice of anything for any reason is just not right.
No, there isn't. You know, it's funny. I mean, I used to get judged because of the bald head, the tattoos, you know, the size of me. You know, if I was to wear a pair of Doc Martens, you knew straight away what the person looking at you thought you were.
Yeah.
And that used to bother me because I'm not a racist, I'm not a sexist, I'm none of that. But you could see yourself being judged. And even now, I mean, when I used to work on cars and bikes, you would drive around, say for instance, in a cut-off T-shirt. Yeah. I knew if I was in what I would class as a luxury car, and my tats were visible, I could guarantee you I'd get stopped. Yeah. But if I was suited and booted, you wouldn't get a second look. Now, the police are only doing their job because at that moment in time, you fit into one of those categories that they observe, you know, and so it's not their fault, it's not my fault, but
it's the sad state of society, isn't it?
Of course it is, mate.
Yeah.
You know, you must get judged for being Foxx because someone somewhere is going to go, he's nuts, that bloke.
People look at me and they look at me and they just think I'm some Adonis with the best body in the world, that I'm a super talented artist.
I heard that.
And it's so untrue. It's so untrue.
I heard, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard you was Chuck Norris's body double.
No, Chuck Norris is my body double.
Ah, that's it. That's where I went wrong.
Yeah, he jumps in when the stunt's too dangerous even for me.
Yeah.
Which means he's not worked in decades, because I'm that hard.
Yeah, you're that hard. Even Jason Statham goes, no, I'm not going to argue with him. He's rock hard, that bloke.
People look at me and think I'm a foppish, arty-farty... Foppish, arty-farty type.
So Chumley Warner.
I know, a foppish, arty-farty type, and it's absolutely true, but they still think it, just based on the way I look.
I'm foppish, you know.
Yeah, I got the frilly sleeves and everything, I say. Right, so I don't think there's any point in me starting the next issue now because we've only got like half an hour to go. So I shall save the next 4 issues for Friday, or maybe even for I might even steady now. I might even maybe go in the hangout tonight. I don't know.
Yeah,
I might not. I might have to have a lie down after this.
Yeah, I shall be there once I've had a trundle.
Yeah, so maybe later on tonight or throughout the course of the week. Of course, still got the Iron Man to do as well. So,
what hangout would that be, Foxx?
That would be
the 24/7 hangout that people can join by becoming a patron of both you and me.
That would be the 24/7 which people can join by becoming a patron of you and me. Yeah.
I'm going along on the ticker there, Foxx.
Yeah, at the bottom. It's good, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, over the course of this week, I might try and do more hangout stuff. And because I've got the rest of this and the Iron Man to do. So, I'll be filming, once I've done all this, I'll be filming a catch-up saying, here's what I've done. But for the actual building parts, I'm going to do hangout live streams. I did one last night. There's only 3 or 4 of us in there last night, unfortunately, but it's fine, doesn't matter. I'm getting work done, that's all that matters. So if you aren't a member or a channel patron, or a channel member or a patron of me or Colin, and you want to be able to watch those, they'll be very last minute. I'll literally put a thing up on Facebook and Twitter saying, I'm doing it now. Then make sure you're a patron or a channel member. You can go to patreon.com/modelmakingguru, or you can press the join button underneath any one of my videos. And that way you can become a channel member. You'll get access to the 24/7 live Zoom hangout and loads of other stuff as well. And you can hang out in the hangout. You don't have to have a camera. You can do audio only or just sit in the background and watch. There's also a Facebook chat group that's based for the same thing, so we'll coordinate who's going in. So you'll get access to all that. There's links in the description below this video as to how to access all these things as well. And don't forget, you can do the same on Colin's channel. You can go to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or you can go to click the join button underneath any of his videos and become a member of his. We both run that hangout, so you can become a member of either of ours, and you'll be lovely, and we'll all love you. But I think that's going to do us for tonight. So what have you done? Let's see your goodly work, Col.
I have done a bit of terrain.
Look at that. It's one of them, isn't it?
Bit of skulls, bit of grass. Little bit of dirt on the wheels. Now that it's got some terrain down, I can just add a bit more rain wash, that sort of thing, because I want it to soak into the ground a bit. Cut the skulls round there and all.
Skulls.
Dudes. Turny. Added a bit of raggy as well.
Yeah, this is the important bit. That's the important bit.
There it is. Bit of raggy.
Yeah. Are you going to try and paint a logo on raggy, or do you think it'll just eat the paint?
I've got to spray raggy canvas, and I've got to put the Bad Moons logo on it.
Oh, good lad.
So yeah, there you go.
You're going to freehand the Bad Moons logo?
Yeah.
Ooh, challenge accepted.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's just going to be
Looking
and it's
there,
the fact that it's conforming and staying the shape. It's just brilliant.
It's both awesome and terrifying at the same time.
It's quite scary, isn't it?
It's kind of probably defying a few biological warfare conventions.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to, mate.
Yeah, awesome.
Massive thanks. Yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying it.
That's coming on awesome. That you, don't forget, what was that number that I'll have to? Did you write that number down that we got for the vault with Gary? You didn't, did you? No. Never mind.
No.
I'll have to look it up again later for you.
Yeah, I'm useless tonight.
Yeah, a bit of a fall. Should always put a Fallout reference in there.
Saying didn't sleep good last night. Oh, bless you.
Oh.
Yeah, no. If you need to rest up, Lynn, as we've said to you before, your health and well-being is paramount.
Yep. Paramount. Only $17.99 a month on all major. No. Yeah, take care of yourself, Lynn. So today I've built the rear axle. I've installed the rear axle and the leaf spring suspension. Got all that locked in. We've now got all 4 wheels. We've got the brake cables going along, and I am now ready. I think the next thing is to build the fuel tank, which is also the battery box, which then has the sound board and the little speaker in it. So I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Wiring. I think it's fairly simple wiring now, so it should be all right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, it's only a few wires and a little motherboard.
You'll probably find that most of that will be plug and play. You won't have to do any soldering. It's pretty much.
Oh no!
Click the board in there, press that, job done.
Yeah, it's literally like you get the wires with the plugs on the end, like on the X-Wing. Yeah, but I'll still get it wrong. But I think that's going to do us, because I need to go and make sure Mama Fox has turned the phone off correctly. Otherwise, my brother's spending a fortune on phone calls.
Yeah, not a problem.
But until next time, don't forget Colin and I are back tomorrow for the E-Models Monday show on the E-Models YouTube channel. And of course, Colin's back on Wednesday afternoon for the Wednesday show, and then both him and I are back on Friday.
With Dave, yeah.
Yeah. As I say, I'll try and get into some of the hangouts throughout the course of the week. And I've got to do, ironically, E-Models sent me some things to review. They sent me knives. They sent me knives.
All the things.
Yeah, so I've got to film that in the next couple of days. Little review on some knives, so keep an eye out for that as well. Sending me knives, I don't know. Anyway, but until then, I shall say thank you very much for... Let me turn this around so you can see the awesome engine. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. Like and subscribe. We shall see you all tomorrow for the E-Model show throughout the course of the week. Take care of yourself.
Absolutely.
Go make something awesome. Go be awesome. You there, looking at the end of my finger.
Absolutely.
And until next week, I shall say...
Adios, amigos.
Oh, you tarts!